Hello, everybody. How are you doing?
Hello, everybody. How are you doing?
Hello, everybody. It's me in the Littlewood.
He doesn't
Yes,
have a
it is.
patent on hello, everybody. You should. It's quite the technology.
Welcome back.
Welcome to the stream. How
Indeed.
is everybody?
How are you, Trot?
You're just saying it.
Obviously,
Well,
we weren't here yesterday. You
Yeah.
weren't feeling too good.
I woke up dizzy, really dizzy.
Mhm.
And I was dizzy all day. And I was like, it's probably a bad idea to try and look at a computer when dizzy.
Yeah,
And I was like,
definitely.
And I thought of all these other things like, oh shit, I'm really in the mood to like look at projects and like what new things can we do. And I just couldn't do anything because I was dizzy.
Yeah.
Today I'm not as dizzy, not as bad. So we're gonna play something like Discspace today instead of something like Zombies, where it's a bit more intense. It wasn't a migraine. I have migraines. It wasn't that. Nothing a tequila and absinthe slammer can't fix.
Yeah, is that true? Did you
It's a
try
good
and block
point.
it
No,
out
I
with
haven't
tried
alcohol?
that.
Is
I haven't tried that
something
yet.
you
No,
tried?
that's a good
Okay.
idea. Am I saying Discspace isn't intense? It's a good point, actually.
It can
did
be.
put-
If you're out there with the bros, like getting broy, you know,
Getting
like
pretty
bumping
bro.
chests and just
Yeah.
like slapping asses and just really getting broy. I'm gonna create a server.
So, bro.
Well, yeah, we're just going to take it easy today, I think. Not go intense.
I think so.
Even though I did put
I think so.
hardcore in the title. So
Oh, you did. You have put hardcore professional disc throwing.
I did.
And that's
Right.
kind
guys,
of what
I'm
we're
gonna,
doing, though, isn't it?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna paste the pin in Yog hats. Oh no, wait. No, he's fucked off. He's clicked on
He
it. He
just-
still didn't
he
know how to
just
use
moved.
Discord, the bloody old fogey.
Oops.
All right, Grandpa.
Oh, that wasn't a
clicked on the
text
wrong-
chat. That was a voice channel. Oh, shit.
Oh, I
To be
clicked on the one
fair,
above.
Discord's
it's
UI
too-
sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does suck.
They need to separate
It's just
those
actually
two
one
things.
above that one. There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the text and voice channel separation is just, they haven't even addressed it. They're just like, yeah,
Also
it's just
the-
above.
The weird permissions thing of like, you don't share a server with this person, so you can't message them.
Oh, yeah, it's really
it's like-
fucking confusing.
But like, this is how I managed to message them. It's because I clicked on them in the same server I am with them. Right.
Right, you should be able to, Ross, if you look in, just click on just hats with a little hash next to it rather than a speaker.
Oh, yeah,
That's
I
where
should
the-
be in now. Yeah. I
Are
found
you?
it.
What?
A minute
Oh, yeah,
ago.
I see. Just walked out from behind a
It's spinning constantly for me. I'm not sure. I think I'm.
Probably because you're
I'm in
controller
Controller.
plugged in.
it's usually a controller thing.
Yeah. I'll unplug that. Right.
Yeah.
Keyboard.
Bop.
Yeah, no controller for me.
They've changed the color of the
Okay,
disc.
right,
Right,
we're in.
let's see.
So get ready to join if you want to play some
Here we
disc
go.
space. Get your ticket to ride. 7351 is the pin to use to get into this game. And let's see if it's
7351.
Biscuit Tin that gets in first or someone like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Oh,
I
look.
was
Yes.
good.
It
I'm
was.
good. I'm
Immediately.
Oh, he did
fucking
it.
good.
God damn.
Sometimes I just don't do anything with my day because I can just predict how it'll go. So I just go with
Yeah.
that instead. So I just
Zaid
vegetate on a
in
couch.
another classic
So, is
thrower.
there part of you that's a little bit sad that it was that predictable, though?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, that person should definitely reflect on. I mean, they're just very excited to play their favorite
Yeah,
game
they are
with their
excited to
favorite
play.
creators.
Of course,
You know.
it's a disc bonanza in here.
Yeah. If only we could
What
all
they
inspire
updated?
such loyalty.
Yeah. What they updated, you know,
look, we're
just like
live.
kind of general things.
I don't know. I would expect
Listen,
it would become clear, but it's clearly not become clear yet, Ross.
It's not. No, it looks alright. It looks the same. Looks good.
We need more people in. We're on face cam. So cheers. Cheers.
Oh, I'm bouncing off your head.
I know you are.
Biscuit
Son of a
tin.
bitch,
More
just 'cause
like
I'm
biscuit
bald
tin. Nice.
off my dome.
It's not just
You
because you're
spitting off your
bald.
dome.
How'd that make you better at bouncing?
No, you're stomping on me. That's what I mean.
Oh,
Have
yeah.
you guys
Stomping me.
managed to select a class yet or not?
I will now.
I got a feeling. No, I just mean I can't seem to be. I can't remember
Yeah,
the key to press.
Character is it, and then
Just press escape and then character.
Ah, yes.
I like to be
I'm
a
gonna
D
good
machine.
stick with the cutter.
D machine
I
seems
was
really
cutter
good.
last time.
For like
I'm a-
running plays. All right, if you want to be a D machine, I will be a handler, I guess.
I'll be a
or
D
maybe
machine.
a cannon.
I'm going to be a filthy little cutter.
Don't
Be a
Even though
cannon
Our
instead.
mantra is often
So-
no cutting.
So Trot, you're the runner in this situation.
Welcome,
I'll be the guy
Gora.
throwing to you essentially now.
Well, D machine sounds like a defensive kind of.
It is,
Yeah.
but it's actually the most effective offensive as well because
'Cause
it
I
has
can
high
catch
stamina.
well,
It means you
yeah.
can just sprint and grab it like so just like all the running back style
True
stuff.
that, Holmes. Didn't think of
Okay,
that.
thank you. Which
I
Barrett
can't
Holmes.
look up to see it, but do you see the flying little craft it's landing in? There it is.
Yeah.
No.
Beautiful.
What's in
It's
there?
beautiful. Oh,
It's
Trot was
promised.
flying it. Amazing.
He was
The
more up
music's-
there for the ride.
I want to fly it now. To fly.
Still on face cam,
oh,
by
it's
the
just,
way.
Is it
Ah, wait, no.
fixed? I
Mm-hmm.
want to fly away onto another rock where disc space is happening.
Great music. Hell yeah. Boing.
Get on the end. Somebody stand on the other side of this. We're just waiting for the lobby to fill up, by the way. If you want to come play, this should be a 7v7 server. The pin you need to join is 7351. Trot, stand on this other end of that seesaw. You ready? He's on it.
Got
Boing.
Jeff Fungus in now. Wow.
Oh, you can get really high. Hold on. Holy shit, we're coming, Trot. Whoa! Look at that. You having
I had-
fun?
I had to jump at the top of that one to make it seem like
Extra
there was more
high.
in it.
Oh. Bum, 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 bum.
I think
Doesn't
Everyone's
seem
jumping.
to.
just ready to gamble, you know.
Oh no, it's
7v7,
doing
yeah.
more.
7v7, yeah. It's going to be busy out in the field. Definitely.
So what have we
A lot
got right
more.
now? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I think if I start a game, people can like still join whilst the game is going on. So
Really?
I will
That's
set-
insane.
let's see how 7v7, yeah. Point cap 11. Auto add bots off. Auto rebalance teams off. Boom. Okay.
Alright, we got-
So we definitely need to move some people around.
Yes. Just a
Auto-
bit.
How do you change
balance?
team?
You need to go to
Back in
character,
I think. Yeah.
and then some people can join scat films, please. One more
Thank
person to
you.
scat films.
We need
Like
scat
Biscuit
films
Tim was
to be
first
raised up.
in. You know, they've got some sort of VPN set up so they can
First
stay on the
choice.
team.
Aureola's
Aureola's
fan.
fan 10. Can you switch over, please, to scat films?
They might not even be watching. Actually, they
They
must
might. Yeah, because they know the pin.
Thank
So
you,
you press
Chili Hammer.
escape, go to character, and then go to team, and you should be able to click join in the top right on scat films if you are listening. Aureola's fan, thank you. Perfect.
Chili
Right.
Hammer 29.
Done.
Thanks for that donation. Is it possible that any new merch may be coming anytime soon? We really hope so.
We're working
Oh
on
wow,
some stuff,
we were
yeah.
playing. Okay.
Right. We're on now.
4v4. Go on,
Okay,
mate.
here we go. Lord Vulcanus is about to make it a 5v4.
Come on, guys. I need some runs. Oh, Biscuit Tin's looking good. Biscuit Tin, that's you. Oh, it's a good cut from Biscuit Tin. Trot's on the run. Trot's on the run. Trot's on the run. Go, go, go. Over here. Biscuit Tin. Oh, for God's sake. No
Fucked it
vision.
up. Really
None.
fucked it up there.
None.
so
All
it's
over him.
about
I'm
to-
all over him like a rash.
Oh,
Lord
oh,
Vulcanus has got it.
Don't crowd him. Don't crowd him.
Go, 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 go.
There we go.
Ding dong.
Oh, boom.
Nice.
Ding dong.
Nice. That's how
Ding
it's
dong.
done.
Trotting there
That's
with the
Discspace.
catch. Right, so it's now 5v4.
That's good disc
I
space.
really wish I could move that UI that's tiny and top left.
Oh, yeah. It's so small.
Oh, it
Maybe
shows
it-
your stamina. Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
I
it's
can.
small, isn't it? Over here, Biscuit Tin. If you need Biscuit Tin behind you, he's gonna dispossess it. For God's sake, Biscuit Tin. First in, first out. In my book, Jesus Christ.
Wow, nice catch.
Okay, good
Ross
interception there from Ross.
Hornby.
Send it wide.
Very
Nice.
strong.
Spinning it into Biscuit Tin. Cutting. He's got it.
jump.
Right,
He's
and
cutting. He's cutting.
Lord Volcanus is over on the other side. No, he's getting crowded. And it looks good for Trot. Trot.
There he is.
Go.
Ding dong. Ding dong.
All right, I'm going to stop with the
Have we got a 5-5?
commentary now.
I think we have. Nice.
5v5. There's apparently space for 4 more players, although it's going to get absolutely nuts.
Oh my god.
Go on, spread.
Oh,
you
you
dropped it.
You
Wait,
spent too long.
flimsy
You lose
hands.
your...
Just Trot flimsy hands.
Shit. Butterfingers.
If he holds it for too long, his hands go numb and he
Butterfingers.
drops everything.
Fair enough.
Oh.
Epic
Scout
shot. 2-2 right now. Why are you singing EastEnders?
It's not EastEnders, it's Everybody Falls in Love.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Everybody
The top of the pops
falls
hits.
in love. Nicely done, everybody.
You can do some betting after this game. I mean, it's pretty. We're
Yeah,
still
we're
setting
warming
up,
up.
really.
There's more people are still jumping
To me,
in.
to me, to me.
I know
to
you're
me.
eager
Who's
to
got the
lose
disc? Who's
all
got
your
the disc?
channel points. They're still at the back.
Oh.
Come on, guys. There's
Oh,
600
that's a long
watching.
Johnson.
We
That's
need
a long
2
one.
more per team.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, fucking hell.
Scout films
So
have
far,
returned.
nobody's done anything. With even Stevens, no team deserves to win.
I can't imagine 2 more people fitting on this map.
Can't you?
Oh,
I can't
Biscuit
imagine
Tim's
it.
just fucked. He's got lag.
This is you, Ross. This is
Got
you, Ross.
Aphantasia.
Oh, Orioles took it
Oh,
off.
nice
Biscuit
interception
Tins
from Biscuit
Oh.
Tim.
back.
Immediately dispossessed there.
They're having internet problems. Biscuit Tins
Oh, come on.
having some lag.
No, we are so fucked. No.
Shit.
That's a 4. That's a 4 for Scat
Shit.
Films.
If you overload on one side, guys, like imagine they're attacking in rugby, where if they've got enough people to throw it out too wide, so you basically line up like this in a line. So get a couple of people on my right hand side, and we
Just mark
line
a
up
person
on
now.
offense,
Mark a person.
and you just yeah. Nice. Going wide Trot. Oh fuck.
Oh, shit.
Sorry. I thought I was good at curving it, but that might be a different class. Do I have to hold it longer
You have
to
to
curve
hold
it?
it longer,
Nice
yeah.
interception.
Trot.
Brilliant.
Is that you, Trot?
Or was
That's
that
you,
Smith?
Trot? Or is that me?
It's Trot. No, I think it's Trot.
It's Trot. It's Trot.
Ding dong. Whole way.
Nice. That was a power ball.
What's the room code again?
They're on
I
their
forget.
balls.
7351.
7351. It says top right. If you need it.
It's just very faint and small.
God, that
Very
is
faint and
tiny.
Tiny text. Yeah.
Tiny text. Baby text. I
Jump in
need
now.
you.
Go on, Jeff Fungus.
Shit.
Oh.
Just trading points
Oh.
right now.
We are, exactly. 1-2. 1-2. 1-2.
Alright,
1-2.
Sondo's in. Oh, Zay, I
Oh,
fucked it. That's mine.
Oh.
Don't crowd him.
Oh, we gave him
Oh, we did, but he's alright. He didn't use it to its full
Fullest.
potential.
Oh, shit.
What the hell?
Oh,
Just
look,
snuck
it
it through.
teleported. Snapped.
that
to
was
him.
really quick.
What's my next
Right,
hair
who's on
color going to be?
whose team
I mean,
now?
I've had this one for like 4 years now. 3 years. I don't
Yeah, but
flip
you're gonna
between
go with
hair
the
colors
blue.
that often.
Gamer blue.
Shit!
What the fuck? Oh, I'm on
Oh my
balance. That's
God.
why. That's fucking why. It hasn't changed my type. Okay, hit me again. Hit me
I think
with
we're
it,
rocking a
Hit
7.
me with it. Hit me with it.
We got
Hit me
7
with
on
it,
each
hit
team
me with
now?
it.
I think we have.
Hit me with it. Hit me with it, Trot. Come on. Yes.
Yeah, I couldn't
Oh my
select
god,
you.
it's so busy. Flick it to me, son.
There's so many people.
There you
it's,
go.
It's
Getting
extremely
crap.
hard.
Oh my
No,
god. I
don't
got it.
crowd him, don't crowd
Go,
him.
go, go. Throw it, throw it!
I'm throwing biscuit tin. Oh yeah, it did. It glitched there into his hands.
Jacob Rees-Mogg joined. No way, get out of here.
Get him out. Get that
Oh,
fucking.
no.
Oh.
Yeah,
It looks
it's not
like it's out
loading
of
right. Have you
a
noticed? The
Victorian
disc is
comic book.
teleporting.
On
The
certain
disc
people,
is
yeah.
teleporting. It's not actually flying
Yeah.
right.
Ah, shit,
Don't
yeah,
think
it's
it works
it's
with this many
teleporting.
people, but it's kind of funny how many
There's
we've
a lot
got.
of people. People have to be in a second row now.
Digimon.
Go really long. Go really long. Yeah. Wow, it just
See that
teleported.
teleported?
Yeah. This
Yeah.
isn't good. This isn't good.
Keep pushing it.
We are putting this game to its limits.
What?
Wow.
Yes.
There are so many bodies on the pitch.
Ah,
Throw it,
shit.
Jacob Rees-Mogg. No,
It
you
got
lost
handed.
it.
You got handed.
Just like the
Embarrassing.
support of the fishing industry, you lost it. Jacob Rees-Mogg.
Hello? Got someone on the other team here.
No, the fish want to be in the on
The
the
fish
British
like being
shores.
British. They got passports and everything. They got new coloured
They
passports.
should stay here. Why would we give them to other people?
It's so
So
hard to
I think that
understand
we
what's
should
going
get
on.
rid of the Union Jack and just have a big happy fish on a flag instead.
Yeah.
What do you
So
think?
look, it's
With a
happier
little
now.
monocle.
Yeah.
A little monocle that
a
says
cup of tea.
somehow this makes the
Monocle,
world
yeah.
better. Dun 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 dun.
Oh fuck! I think I helped
Jesus,
crowd them
fuck.
there. That's on me. It's hard not to crowd. In
It's
this.
it's a lot of people. There's a lot of people.
I just need runners. I just want nice long runners. Ross, it's going for you somehow. It
Flick
teleports
round?
through the crowd.
Oh,
Hey!
straight away.
Yes.
Fish
3 points
land.
to make up,
20
guys.
Smaffy points on Hat Films and nothing on Scat Films. Smithy Boy, what are you talking about? Sound like a
Yeah.
lunatic.
That does sound insane.
There's no
What the hell does
Smaffy
that?
points. Crowd him. Crowd him.
Cut him down.
Crowd him good.
Oh, I flicked him.
Shit.
It just
Okay,
disappeared.
that's the
There's
end.
no
That's the
stopping
end.
that
Right,
flick
I'm
when
going
it
to host
happens.
a new game.
11.
Yeah, I
Congratulations,
think
unfortunately,
You did it.
this many people.
Disc.
It's a great social
people.
hub, though.
Hello,
This sounds
everybody.
like
It is,
nice.
yeah.
Feels like Club Penguin, doesn't it? Or something.
Does it?
Which one of you is going to groom me?
We can watch the grand final of Discspace. Oh, it takes you to Twitch. Where it's
What?
offline. Interesting. That's what those things in the
That
middle
really
are all
blown your
about.
mind. Zaid, I will groom you. Thank you, Zaid.
Oh, that's nice.
Right, I'm going to start a new news match.
Please usually
Whilst
just
you're doing that,
subs
Wait, hold on. Where's Trot gone?
asking oh, hi guys, big fan. Just wondering about the cannibalism rumors surrounding you guys.
All unfortunately true.
You got us. You caught us.
Where do you think the Vidiots went? We ate them.
Is this something to do with that Army Hammer story? I heard that
What?
apparently. Well, I didn't even read this. I haven't read the story, so I've only seen like a rumor about him apparently potentially saying he wanted to eat someone, or someone accusing him of wanting to eat them.
Right.
I don't.
I think there's a bit of a fetish around it, isn't there? Like, there was a
Eating
guy that sold the right to eat his penis or something like that
Oh,
when he died as well.
right.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I think I did hear about that. Yeah.
So it's a dead dick.
I don't know.
Terrified.
What's the story, guys? Does anyone in chat want to explain?
This doesn't seem to teleport. This is still having the same problems.
Some really
What were you
weird
going to say,
Insta
Trot?
screenshots.
before-
I can't
whilst
get
Trot
in-
was-
I can't get into cannibalism. It costs an arm and a
Right,
leg.
I'm going to
Oh
disconnect.
right, okay. He's just
Disconnect.
fessing up about his non-cannibalistic ways.
It's really hard to get their bodies.
Right, I've created a new server.
It's still at a
Oh,
16 there,
shit.
Smith.
People are going to... What?
It's still at a 16.
What is?
The
server?
player count, yeah.
This is going to be 3. It should be... I think maybe that just isn't working very well. I'm going to send you guys the pin.
Okay, sure.
Just try connecting this. This is a 3v3 I've just created.
Let's see if that's true. I'm going to go with D Machine.
Army Hammer.
I
You've been up to
often
mate?
known as the D Machine.
You are,
thank
aren't
you.
you?
Thank you to Yeet God McNeckaz 1063 for subbing on Prime. Thank you to Luke Richo or Richo. Luke Richo 1998. Thanks for subbing on Prime as well. Blaviken Butcher 11 months on Prime saying 11 months dickheads. Thank you. Biggery Dog. Thanks for subbing on Prime. JLF Boy 17 months 40 total. Goddamn 40 months boys. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. Thanks for supporting us.
Sorry to interrupt here. I've just
Yeah.
realised that Smaffy points might actually be a real thing. So apparently there's predictions on my channel as well. And somehow people have already got thousands of Smaffy points. Are we just
Nice.
calling them Smaffy points, or can you change the name of the points?
You can
somehow?
change the points in the dashboard, yes.
Right, anyway. Sorry, go ahead.
Thank you to Uncled Brian for 12 months, saying, shame my first year Hat Film sub was 2020, but thankful the boys were able to make it more bearable. It's okay. At least you won't ever forget when you subbed to us. 2020. Thank you to HRBFC Rule for 64
2020.
months. Thank you very much. That's a long ass time. Pre-2020. Rectum, thanks for 52 months. Hey Twatty.
Rectum.
You're a hot piece of ass, that's all. Thank you. I don't know when you last saw it, to be honest. But it is a shelf. Exposed Bones, thanks for subbing on Prime.
It's fucking absolute shelf.
Chili Hammer 29, thanks again for that donation. Private Matters, thanks for 20 months. Fantanta 1, thanks for 200 bitties. Blue Husey, thanks for 18 months, 19 total. Hi guys, big fan. Just wondering about the cannibalism. Oh yeah, we just addressed that. It's too expensive. Cost an arm and a leg. Sparrow, 9 months. Will you ever play old school RuneScape? No, because I never played it as a kid when it first came out, so I have no nostalgia for it, and I don't know why I'd play an old game like that.
Yeah, we were already, like, when we started playing MMOs, we were already playing 3D MMOs, weren't we? Like, we kind of skipped the early MMO days. Like,
The
first
browser
MMO I ever...
based. Yeah.
Yeah, never appealed to me.
It's
Maybe
free,
because we were
I get
lucky
it.
enough to have chonky PCs
Yeah.
or something.
It's a free to play
Yeah.
game. It's the accessibility a lot easier than WoW. What's the code, Alex Smith? It is 4650, I believe.
Yeah.
Boing. Just need one more. In fact, we're done. No, this is definitely not. What is this meant to be? 3v3?
Right. Ross, you should be able to change yours as well if you want. In the community tab and create a dashboard, you can change channel points to... I've called mine Smaffy Taffy.
I don't think this is 3v3, Smith.
Is it not? No, it will be. Watch this. I'll purge them. Ready? Look at all these people.
I'm watching.
They're about to get fucking purged, Trot. Boom. See you later, scumbags.
Yeah?
They're still here,
still
Trot.
all here.
They're still here. Oh,
They're
jeez.
just present.
We're playing a game. We're in the middle of a game here.
Can everyone not part of the team just stand on the sidelines, please? Thank you. This is impossible. Got so many people in the way. Actually, no, we're not even playing, are we? It's not even a
Hold on,
game
let me
yet.
try. I'm going to start again.
Yeah,
Point cap.
I've renamed them. I haven't set any kind of rewards or challenges.
This doesn't work at all.
I've called them Ross Peroints.
Rosperoids.
Very good. Wow.
That's fucking awful.
They're memorable. Ross Peroids.
Right.
Make sure you claim all your Ross Peroints.
9-5.
It just falls apart at the end there.
New pin.
Okay.
Ross Peroids.
Save up your Ross Peroints, guys. I don't have any. Do I have anything you can actually claim? Just the basics. Highlight my message. Unlock a random.
This is like, we should create like a
Mode.
Coinbase style app where you can monitor how many crummies you've got, which is like Bitcoin, and then altcoins, Smaffy Taffy, and Ross Peroints.
Yeah.
You know, this is how you should see it.
Mm-hmm.
It's out of 16 again. I don't know why it's out of 16 again. I don't know why.
Oh,
They updated the game and it somehow got worse. Auto rebalance teams. Let's try turning that on. Bam. That seems to have worked.
The hat points are
Wait,
like the.
No.
No, this is way too many again. God damn it, Discspace. Why can't you just have the right amount of people when it says the right amount of people? Rocket League struggles from this as well. When you say like 4v4 and it's not, it's still 3v3. Or it's
Why can't you
always
just
4v4.
like close and open slots sort of thing?
Yeah.
Not just rely on the matchmaking to go, oh yeah, I get what you're talking about.
Doy.
You know, and you're like, wow, why is this server ad sound like Goofy? Oh, sorry, boss.
Doy.
Golly.
Does I remember a Goofy movie?
What's the conversion rate with Smaffy Taffy and Crummies? It's got to be pretty... Well, the thing is, there's a lot more Crummies out there than Smaffy Taffy, which is what you got to remember. Obviously, in some of the great predictions and betting wars have been going on recently, hundreds of thousands of Crummies have changed hands.
You know what scarcity creates? Rarity.
Demand.
You know what rarity creates?
Demand. Value. Okay. So, there's not very many Smaffy Taffy, so therefore their value should be higher. Absolutely, I agree.
I went on Khan's Academy yesterday because I didn't have much else to do, learning
What's
about economics. Khan Academy is
Okay.
like free education, basically. You get free lessons in all the basics. I was looking at economics and macro and micro economies, and about scarcity and rarity and rivalry, and yeah, pretty interesting shit. Pretty
What have you
boring
learned?
shit.
Are you going to become a bank? Are you going to
They're not
become an
called periods,
investment
guys.
banker and ruin the world?
No, because the quote that they literally had to like promote economics is like a good economist is someone who is quick to tell you that the predictions they made yesterday are wrong for tomorrow. It's like, look forward to the rest of this educational series of economics where you get most things wrong, but you're certain about them, at least.
If you get less than 50% of the things you do right, is that not just detrimental?
No, because then at least you could say, my predictions are 60% wrong, so go with the other. Go with what I don't say.
You could just adjust your predictions then.
Yeah, you just go over the inverse. I'm 90% wrong. That means you could be 10% right. No, wait.
Exactly. You're wanting, but that would mean, Trot, that by acting completely randomly, it would be an improvement.
Yeah. Have you seen the TikTok thing recently about Bitcoin predictions? There's
What
someone.
about
There's a TikTok astrologist, right?
Right.
Who has
Brilliant.
got
That's a great
lots.
place to start.
Well, this is the point. So
Yeah.
they've got millions of whatever it is. I don't know. Sudden
Followers.
milliseconds of views
Right.
because someone flicked on them for an extra second.
Yeah.
Regardless, all their predictions that they've made about Bitcoin plummeting because Mercury and Venus and
Right.
Saturn are aligning, so it's going to plunge, literally happened on the same day. All their predictions so
Right.
far have actually come true, which is kind of
So there's-
crazy.
Yeah.
Like, insanely coincidental, but it's kind
This
of
is
fun
like
at the same time.
Mystic Meg in the National Lottery.
Could you have done some research on maybe like other changes in the market, and then just paired
Well,
it with the
no,
Mercury
'cause,
thing?
like,
or are you saying
Bitcoin
that
is such a, like, no one can take Bitcoin really seriously in the world of banking and finance, because
Yeah.
the drive to get Bitcoin is quite flippant, and it's really down to
Yeah, but I mean,
down to
like,
an
it
individual.
just takes one bank to say, "Oh, we'll, not let you put your Bitcoin back in our bank account," for it
Yeah,
to suddenly have
but I
an
mean,
impact. So if they announce
that's-
that the same day that he just goes, "Oh, Mercury's doing this thing," like
I don't
surely
think
that's
so. I don't think
No?
any big banks have done anything like that, have they?
They have. Yeah, HSBC have said that they're stopping people from putting their profits
Oh well,
into their
yeah.
accounts.
Maybe
is
they're
pretty
doing that
fucking
and
nuts.
lacing it with a visual that's kind of like,
But
oh,
it just takes one.
ephemeral,
Yeah, it takes one
spiritual.
influential person to talk about Bitcoin for.
I
changes
think
in the
that's it
market.
as well.
If
Because they
Elon
have
Musk
so
said
many.
he just tweeted Bitcoin, everyone would suddenly start going, "Oh, I'm going to buy a Bitcoin."
That's the thing. Like, with their clout on TikTok, maybe they're
Yeah.
having a direct
they could
impact
do, yeah.
on it.
If it's actually, if there's a lot of people who are genuinely using this guy as some sort of messiah of Bitcoin, then maybe that will actually have an impact. Yeah. There's nothing
Scrot
that says
films.
that couldn't have an impact. There's a big market.
But yeah, it's kind of
So
funny.
why is it HSBC stop people putting their profits in?
I think they're just because I think they're attaching Bitcoin to a lot of crime
seedy
in
trade?
terms of so they're just I think they're being cautious, but no one else has done such things what I'm aware of. I mean, other banks like I think JP Morgan and stuff have been using it or utilizing Bitcoin.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
no, you're right.
Who knows?
Do you want to know something interesting? Talking about planets and things like that. The moon, right? I was watching something the other day about gardening and like how how vineyards and things like that sometimes plant their grapes and vines with the tides, like the changes of the moon. So
Yeah.
like they're like. They want to plant during a full moon or harvest during a no moon or whatever. and it turns out, well, I say it turns out, this guy was saying it's about the moon affects like tidal changes in the sea and in rivers and all sorts of things, right?
The gravity.
It also can affect the water that's naturally within the soil. So basically, the moon will pull on the moisture within the soil as well as that within the oceans and the rivers and things like that. So you can actually plant when your soil is more or less like where moisture is closer to the surface or further from the surface as well, based on the phases of the moon.
Fucking cool.
Yeah, just very interesting, isn't it? Never really thought
It's
about
super
that.
cool.
But yeah,
See, this is why I can kind of get behind certain rituals and stuff that are seasonal based. Because that's kind of like new harvest and solstices and things like that is based entirely on direction of the sun and moon and stuff like that. That's pretty cool.
Also, a lot of that stuff was from a period of time where we weren't like actively polluting and we were living a little bit more in harmony with our surroundings.
Nature,
which is kind of necessary for us to save the planet.
Which is also why Bitcoin can crash when Mercury and Venus do align. Because essentially the energy that those two
why are they doing lines?
draw away from the Bitcoin's value, of course.
There's also like a form of investing in economics that use like patterns in like graphs as a measure of when to invest rather than like news and like things like that. So you have investments based on news and events and things like that, but then there's also a whole school of investing that's like when there's a double peak on a graph, there will be a drop to follow, and like statistically this is more
assumptive
likely
maths,
to happen.
right?
Kind of, yeah. Like, well, it bases on patterns, obviously, but not just like investment and value patterns, but also on actual patterns on graphs and things like that.
Well, I've actually done like 2 10-minute lessons in Khan Academy on economics, so I think I know what I'm talking about here.
Okay.
So all math in economics is based on assumptions, right? So you got to be careful because people can get too stuck into the nitty-gritty sums and math when really it may look solid, that all this math checks out, the algorithms are insane. They're still based on assumptions. Because ultimately you're still dealing with humans that have millions of variables.
Elements of randomness to them. Yeah.
Which you can't possibly just put on a point graph. Like the choice
Jesus.
they made to... This is wild. I wish we could go back to 3v3 Discspace.
Well, just like some of the completely open passes people are missing and we're losing now, and I've got people in my chat that I've got a lot of smaffy taffy riding on this game. And honestly, some people aren't pulling their weight, and I'm looking at our two randoms at least.
If you were to take this from an objective economics look of investment,
I would cut my losses.
You base it on our previous performance, right? Like hat films in the past of like won, say 3.
Okay, here we go. See, there's another example. There's an example there. And Ammon news sheet. That's the second time that's happened there. Throw the goddamn disc, right?
But like
also when they have exclamation marks on top of them, throw it. Oh, Jesus, Zaid. God damn. Go on,
okay.
Trot. Go on. What are you talking about?
But that's where the assumption is wrong, because they're not factoring the fact that I'm talking about economics in this game, and thus it's distracting me somewhat. It's not me playing at the same level that I was playing at in the previous games where we won 3 and lost 1. And they're unaware of that.
Isn't like data-rich economics a way to rule out more mistakes and limit your variables by having more data?
Yeah. I mean, the more you can do that, the better, obviously. But can you ever truly do it? Like, can you ever look inside someone's head and know why they invested or didn't invest? And what their circumstances were?
No,
and even if you
look,
knew all
this is awesome. Look at what they're doing. They've changed up in the line.
Yeah,
that's how you fucking
insane.
win.
They deserve that. They deserve that win.
Yes.
We deserve
I was
to
on their team,
eat
so
shit.
Yes. Did nothing.
But yeah, Trot, exactly. And that's why I would never invest in our Discspace team, because clearly...
That's ultimately all I'm trying to get at, yeah. So I'm not investing.
Yeah.
I'm taking my Smaffy points out.
For that reason, his Smaffy
cashing
is out.
My Smaffy
You had points
taffy.
against us, Zaid. Well, that's not very sportsmanlike. But the randos lost this for us. Zaid, stop othering the randos, but it definitely was the randos' fault. But stop othering them. It's us. We lost. We lost. Unfortunately, it's because some people in our team were worse. But we have to tank it. All right, Zaid? God damn it.
I did a
Coming
lot
through.
in that game to win, guys. So.
Throw yourself off here with me. It's the only answer.
Oh, the other team
Oh,
doing so as well. That's gonna-
Amanushki. Oh, I didn't. I mean, I've bullied them now, isn't it? That's it. That's cyberbullying.
I have watched Lost. Do you mean the show Lost by J.J. Abrams?
Yeah.
I have
You
seen
watched Lost Hat Films. What? Is that a
Yes.
question? A statement? I
We'll
noticed
find
that is it about the show Lost, but it doesn't have a capital L. Which
There's
makes
no
me
question
think,
mark there, so I don't.
The show
I don't even
Lost.
think it's a
That's
question.
a really straightforward show. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
All right.
What's their point? Is it? Did you say something about Lost Shot?
Well, let's wait this out. This could be insane.
Yeah, this could really.
What are your
be
opinions
insightful.
on it?
Oh, what? The show Lost.
I'm
from
lost too.
2004? No, 2000. When was it out? 2008.
It's a long
Fuck
time
me.
ago, but it was one of
I
the
can't remember
first
when it was out
shows
now.
that were like, wow, big budget.
There was a
This is
filmic style
cool.
to it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
and it was filmed like
That
on
and
a really
Sopranos.
amazing island you actually wanted to
Yeah.
look at as well.
Yeah,
Like,
I think the first series was good. It started going downhill quite quickly.
weren't there
in
like
series 2?
8
There was a-
series though?
Yeah, there were loads of
7?
series. Well, there
So
weren't
you
actually
only
that
like
many.
the first
5?
one. That's the only one you like.
Well, the first one drew me in, right? Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
It was awesome.
And then the second one, there was literally were they just in a bunker the entire time, which was just so.
I think the magic was lost to me once they went in the hatch.
He said the word. He said the show.
It was lost on me.
Yeah, I think once they were inside that bunker,
A lot of the
and it was
magic
like,
got-
We've got to keep pressing the button, or something will happen, but we don't know what will happen because we
Well,
never
like-
stopped pressing the button.
Yeah, I kind of get what they were trying to do.
Yeah,
It's
it was
David
it's a suspense.
Lindelof or something like that did
Yeah,
the writing,
it was,
right?
yeah.
I feel like they revealed
Yeah.
what the mystery was by making more mystery, and they just got too deep into the whole like, oh, it's wacky.
Yeah. Oh, there was a bunch of stuff that was never
Inside
explained
the
as well.
the
which
hatch is a strange man just counting numbers. Another mystery to unwrap in this season. Yeah, just got a little.
And you stick with it and you deal with the mystery because you're like, one day this is all going to become clear and I cannot wait for that day. And then they fucking betray you and never give you that day. You know?
Yeah.
Fuck you, writers.
They put
Don't
it all
start
down
it if you
to
can't
the
finish
writers.
it, you bastards.
They put it down to the writer's strike, didn't they? Saying
In
that's
part,
why
but let's be honest, we've seen it in other shows as well. Which I mean, I'm not saying that it's easy to write a show, and I'm not like obviously these people are far more talented at this kind of thing. I am, but yeah, as an audience, it's like really.
I really want to do a show.
They've
wanna
written
do a
themselves
show.
into a hole.
A show.
Like I've always wanted to we've teased it so many times of us trying to do like a series of something like Stunt Lads or something like that. But I just love the idea of like a full show of something.
An ongoing series.
And Origins we tried. Just overly ambitious shit.
Yeah.
Every time. Always
Also, those
limited
are both
by-
in games as well. There's
Exactly.
also,
But that feels like the only
else.
thing where you can do like big bombastic like set
Yeah,
pieces.
it does
Yeah,
help
yeah.
in some respects, doesn't it?
Yeah. In England you don't really get that.
And
We
Stunt
could
Lads,
do
yeah.
we could do Lost,
Stunt Lads was
but
a
do-
show, I guess. But
could make a
Yeah.
man-made island in the middle of Bristol River that we try and live on for a period of time.
Yeah.
sounds like
living on our-
that sounds like a
That's
Big
more
Brother
of-
style.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
We're
it's like
living
an
it.
More of a
island that was
social
made out of
experiment,
like
that's-
driftwood and like sticks and stuff,
Yeah.
like something like a large seabird might live on. And we were like,
Right, okay.
yay!
Episodic porn. Now that sounds like something that could be good.
Right. You think so?
Yeah.
Episodic
But in a
Episodic
in a-
porn.
But in a
Isn't
series
that
of
just
small
that
TikToks.
Spartacus? Isn't that episodic porn? That TV
Oh!
show about the gladiators.
Pardon
I
me.
think it
I
was.
don't know.
Jeff, yes. No, he didn't even.
You
pass
wanna
For a
show
me.
very
me?
short
Fuck.
period of time, Game of
Mochi
Thrones
Souls.
was also.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Game of Thrones. I'm looking forward to the Lord of the Rings one. I'm a little worried for it because it's got so much
The show,
behind
yeah.
it. Yeah. Like
Fuck,
how
there's so much to just
how could
fuck
they ever
about,
live
isn't
up
there?
to everyone's hype? Is what I want to know. Game of Thrones kind of came out of left field. Not many people had read the book,
No.
etc.,
yeah.
etc. So you can kind of go with it.
Yeah.
Whereas Lord of the
Fuck,
Rings
it's
is
been 20
like
years.
constant comparison to the trilogy.
Yeah. But
it's gonna be
it came out
difficult.
20 years ago, so it's like there's room for.
It came out 20
For
years
more, I
ago, but it
guess, some-
still holds up now, which is
It
testament
does
to how
still hold up
amazing
now, yeah.
it is. Which means this show has to hold
still
up
can
20
be
years
fucked up,
later.
True.
I think it's got the potential to be really good because like
I really hope so.
it's just more budget as well nowadays. Like, and the production
Yeah.
quality you can knock out is just going to be nuts.
I guess so. But did
True.
more budget save The Hobbit?
That's a good
Kimberly,
point.
thank you so much for 10 gifties. That's very
Thank you,
kind of
Thank
you.
you, Kimberly.
It's very
Very
kind of you.
generous.
Hope you're well.
I would give you some Ross Perroints if I could.
We,
I
You
don't
know,
how to
little-
do that.
we know you work at Ubisoft. Can you
Yeah.
tell us all the information on the new Star Wars game, please? Thank you.
Mhm.
Just copy and paste it from.
No, don't copy and paste it. That's a problem they have. Ubisoft has.
Yeah. You played the Assassin's Creed games? No, they are good. I actually really enjoyed the recent one.
Valhalla. Yeah, I need to get back on that.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't
I
played
need to
loads of it,
finish
but
it.
like what I have played is really good. And,
I went
yeah.
back to Red
Oh,
Dead,
impressed.
so I'm finishing that first.
Oh,
Had some
yeah,
quite
you
big
got- you got to Red
reveals happened
you
now.
have to do Red Dead.
Oh!
Oh, good. Nice.
Oh!
Biscuit Tin, this is yours. Don't lag out. Don't lag out.
Oh, they've got
Yes.
it.
Boom!
They've
That
got
was a really nice shot. There we go. Displace with Crammies.
Oh,
Other
look, one.
such frivolities. Okay, so I mean, we can play more of this. There's another thing we could also do. We were doing Rocket League Heatseeker last night.
Oh,
which I
yeah,
said
that'd
was
be
really
quite good.
fun.
I'm up for that.
Yeah.
I'm up for that.
I'm up for that.
Yeah, you want to give that a go? All right, let's
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 get
set that
back
up.
From discs
Sorry,
to
Frank.
balls.
Frank's to
we're
Frank.
going 2D
They
to
just joined.
3D. ZD said that was a beautiful game for me. From me.
Yeah,
Good.
it was
So
really
you're claiming
nice.
that was your game. That's what you're trying to say there. Okay, let's switch to Rocket League for a bit.
We did some a game yesterday where like two of us, like casual and another person we play with, J-Man, are both quite good at the game, quite a lot better than us. So during the Heatseeker games, one of us has to hover, or they both have to hover in front of the goal constantly because you've got constant boost. And so when the ball comes in, you can try and get a redirect, but you've got to keep hovering in front of the goal. And then we did it the other way around, where like those two were goalkeepers. Oh yeah, Casual's in chat now. Casual, join us on Discord and we can set something up. But yeah, it was really funny. It was fucking Stumpy's here as well. God, they're all coming out the woodwork.
They've been here a while. Casual's been here since the start.
No, just now, Trot.
Just now.
Woodwork out.
We can get some real fucking community points going on this one. Season 2.
Do we have to be in Yog Friends? Should we move to that Discord a sec?
Yes. Let's move up. Hello. It's like nothing ever
Hello.
happened to our audience. But we moved a whole channel on Discord then. Insane. Let me create a party.
Insane in the brain.
If you guys
I
come
accept
online,
your invitation.
I can bring you guys with me as well.
I am online. I'm on.
Need Stumpers here as well.
Yeah. To invest in, it's not Ross periods. That's not how you spell it. It's Ross Perroints. And if you say it wrong, you don't get the Ross Perroint. Right? And then you can also say Ross Perroint in that. And
We're not
if I
friends.
do something like
Christ.
shit, you know?
All right. Way to let everybody know, Stumpy. Jesus.
Yeah. And you can look at the points and go, what's the Ross Perroints in this? Ross
Can you put
Perroint in
your-
this. It's
you
really
put a
hard
link?
to make that work.
Can you put it in
Could be Ross
the
Toroids,
Discord
I
chat,
guess.
Stumpy? Your details. Actually, I'll just put my friend code in there so you can add me. Oh wait, no, never mind. I see your thing.
Yes. Yes, fish taco shaped like a fish. You got it exactly right. It's Ross Perroints. You've got it. Yeah. What's the Ross Perroint of that? Thank you, Total Josh. You're getting there. Ross Perroint of that.
What's pouring to that? Choo choo. Do you believe?
Oh, come on, Yeet God McNeckaz 1063. What's Ross Perrointatoes? That doesn't work. Ross Pointless. That works. Yeah, we can accept
Ross
that one. Thank you,
Peroids.
Chrissy, for that. This is Ross Pointless. Yeah. No, I can see. Yeah, I like that one. But you need the Ross Points first. So, and apparently it's based on watch time. I don't know if you get that through squad streams. I have no idea. But yeah.
Rost
Ross
potatoes.
Another thing. Rost potatoes. Wow, yeah.
Is that
Ross
you could say-
paracetamol. Ross para.
Ross
Fuck me,
Perognorant.
white
reading
Ross
that.
for
Ross
us?
yeah, Ross Perogrant. Perogrant. They've written there. Prognocrant.
Coloroscopy?
Wow, that's just changing it entirely, isn't it?
Colonroscopy. That's where you get Ross to have a look up your
Tom
ass.
Cruise.
Sorry, can I trouble you for a coloroscopy?
All right, we got the boys here. I'll make a heat seeker map.
I can't donate Ross points. I don't really know how to. Is that a thing you can do?
Heat seeker 4v4, yeah.
Hi, Stumpy.
Hi.
If you watch for
Hi,
5 minutes, you
Stumpy.
get 10 Ross points.
Hi.
Apparently, I don't know if I can change that. Hi, Stumpy.
Can
How
we
are you doing
amp up the
today?
Ross points?
You
Can we-
do
can we
have
rapidly
multipliers
inflate?
based on subs, etc., which is the same as our main channel. Please direct them there. Ross pointing. Ross
Create a community
Pericops.
challenge.
If people sub to your individual Twitches, do you individually keep that money or do you put it into the pool?
It's
So it's,
currently
uh,
just on
it
my
just
We're
gets
meant,
sacked.
that's an interesting
it's not gone
question.
anywhere.
But yeah, basically we encourage everybody to
to sub on
donate and
terms,
subs
yeah.
to the main
Yeah,
channel.
but what if they don't?
Well, then you
Then
have a
we've just got
fucking
pool of
interesting
money we have to
tax
put into our main
situation,
bank
Stumpy,
account.
is what you have.
Yeah,
Just send it
we
offshore.
We just send it to
Yeah.
the account, and that's it. Simple
The
as that.
account.
Yeah, the
Is it a
account.
bank situation, or have you got it
Yeah.
offshore, like with a
No,
with the
We
trustee?
don't have any. We don't have anything
no,
offshore.
we haven't got a
Stumpy.
SIP
We're
set
not
up.
that
We need to
wealthy.
get a
We're
SIP
not
set up.
SIPs.
We will one day,
Yeah.
but we all need to move to Jersey. It's a real
Well,
life changer.
Well, the problem I have, right, with doing offshore stuff is,
Mm-hmm.
sure, a lot of money's polymer now, but it can't all just live in the sea, can it?
You know.
I've been here for like a minute, Trot, and I want to leave. Is that normal?
Ross Perroint in that. Someone shouts.
Rosper, kill me now.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. It's only
Right.
variants, guys.
So, hello, casual. Been a little while.
Yeah.
Right there, Kaj.
Right. Are you right?
Mate. Alright, mate. How are
Even
you?
een fucking giggle.
Je right.
right, mate.
Je bent nog volgen joggen.
Gaan we goog.
Let me.
I'm gonna
Zeggen.
volgen
En gaan we goog.
Zorgen, gaan we goog. That's
Let
extreme. That's like the extreme end of it, isn't it?
Jesus.
Fucking hell.
Imagine hearing that.
Oh,
echoing
I've
down the
opened this
hallway.
up.
Echoing
Zeg
down
zorgen,
the
gaan we goog.
I'm gonna-
Fuck me, I have to deafen them. Okay, in order to join this game, the name is Hat with a capital H, and then the password is piss ass. One word, lowercase.
Oh my god. He's off. He's frothing at the mouth for a can of
Right,
Pepsi.
I've opened
To
up
wrap his
the
lips round.
It is Friday.
details.
It is Friday. It is Friday. Christ on a crumpet. What a world.
What a world.
There we
What a
go.
bloody
We've got
world.
people now.
What the world? What the
Well,
crazy
Also, my
world.
controller doesn't work.
Oh no.
So you're full keyboard right now. All right, let's
Aw.
join because everyone else is joining.
People have joined like legends.
Get in before everyone else takes your
Ross,
spot.
Ross is, I think Ross has
Taking
gone
a-
off to get a fucking Pepsi.
Taking
Why do you
lots
do
of
that?
context cues.
Well, he'd already gone off. He'd gone off a minute ago.
Oh, I muted
It
because
was
not
you were
his
doing
fault.
northern
It was
shit,
gr-
and I was
it was
trying to give the
green.
details out.
It was Jelly Chew. I'm going to out them. When Ross
Well, we'll
comes
do
back,
we'll do a little game. We'll do a little game.
My
When
controller's
Ross comes
not
back,
working.
I'll nip out.
Fine.
It's fine.
In
Stuff.
the darkness behind you.
I'll just go podcast mode.
You
Guess
go
I'm
full
playing with my
casting
been,
mode.
I've been listening to your podcast recently, like the sort of newer
Uh-oh.
episodes.
Sorry about that.
Because I've been having sort of bouts of not insomnia, but like sort of when you just sort of every now and then you just struggle to sleep a
You're
bit.
just awake.
And it's like you're just awake, but it's like I know that I'm not suffering with anything. I'm just existing in bed.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah, I've been sort of having that. So I've just been listening, sort of one earphone in, having a good time. It's good. Good podcast. Would recommend.
Oh, okay, nice. I'll check it out. Thanks.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm checked out half the time in that anyway. We do ramble a lot. We don't
Casual,
really
you here?
Oh, hello. Hello.
Ooh.
He's
Frothy
muted right
sound.
now.
Thanking all of his subs.
Still on face cam. Thank you. Also, running great. I will say.
Are you borderless or are you full screen? borderless is real shit.
borderless. Is it? Yeah,
Yeah,
but
well,
I got an
borderless
ultra.
can be
I got
shit.
ultra wide. Should I window it then instead? I'll do that.
Maybe. I don't know about ultra wide actually. That's a good point. I know one of our mods bought. I don't know how much you keep up with like ultra wide, like all the tech and whatever. But
Quite
one of
a
them,
lot, yeah.
like Samsung released like the G9 or something, quite relatively recently, and it's like.
Do you mean the TV? Do you mean the LG CX?
I do not think I do. It's
Sorry, is it a monitor? Ultra
yeah,
wide?
ultra wide monitor. Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
it's
I've got a
the
Samsung
G9.
Ultra. Yeah.
Is
It
that
might
G9
be. Yeah.
Odyssey? Is that right?
What about? it?
Just he was saying that like it's the everything, like it does everything, but like then they had to do like a recall for a load of the monitors, which was kind of
shit.
not ideal. Yeah, but like it cost like $1,500 or like $2,000, and then they were like trying to, and like
my
it wasn't
God.
arriving, and people had like dead pixels and like screen
Oh,
bleed
fuck.
and stuff.
So apparently the bbest monitor right now is actually the best overall monitor experience is actually a television, an LG CX 48-inch OLED TV,
God.
right?
Or like in
Is that
game.
the
It's
120
become
hertz
so.
one?
It's
Wow.
become so popular that the 48-inch is actually cheaper than the 55-inch because people want to use this TV on their desk and 55 is too big for them most of the time.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't the
55
smaller
inch.
usually cheaper anyway?
32 is a limit on a desk, I feel.
48 apparently. Well, 40. Yeah. I mean,
That's fucking
I've got
huge on a
32.
desk.
No, it's
I
probably
feel like my
enough.
TV is like 55-inch, like downstairs, and I'm like, yeah, that's an all right size. Like I'm happy with
Yeah.
that. On a desk, that's
That's
beefy.
very close to your face. 48 inches.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's big. I mean, it's Linus Tech Tip's favorite monitor now, or whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I'd agree. But apparently, it's just because the OLED panels they're so good in terms of their response speed and all that sort of stuff.
Fair
And
enough. So it's
be
still
fair.
good for gaming.
The
and
thing
stuff,
is,
it?
there's no sweet. The thing I use an ultra wide, right, for gaming. Like obviously for streaming, everything needs to be 1080p anyway, which is frustrating.
Yeah.
But for gaming, it's great. The thing is, though, like 4K versus ultra wide, it's still kind of you have to pick one because like 4K does have some upsides. Like it has a greater pixel density, for example, all that sort of stuff.
Have you
it's-
considered, Smith?
It's a deep world.
Where's your
Yeah.
ITX right now?
My ITX is
Yeah.
in my living room.
Ah, okay. I was thinking.
Why
like,
using
you-
that on the 4K TV?
No, as in like streaming with that and just outputting your ultra wide to it so that you can have really high ultra wide.
But wouldn't it still have to somehow, like-
crop? Yeah.
Encode or crop, yeah. But I mean, yeah, it's interesting.
But a lot of
idea.
your issues are VSync issues and shit like that.
Yeah. So the next monitor I buy will be 144 hertz at least. Like that has been
Oh, yeah,
genuinely
that's a
an
game
eye-opening
changer.
experience. I never used it before I got the Razer Blade,
Yeah.
and it's just
Wait, doesn't your Predator do
I wouldn't
high
mind
frame rate?
going. My current Predator is 60 frames. That's max.
Okay.
It's 4K. So like
Oh, yeah.
okay.
older 4K tech didn't really embrace higher frame rates until now.
So what does it just allow you to
Um,
see detail smoother, basically? Is that
It's-
why you
and
like
what?
it?
It's
144
amazing.
frames. It's just
Yeah.
it's just better. Like it looks smoother, like because you're seeing a lot more frames, a lot more data. Like the fact that it's not 4K isn't actually a big deal.
Yeah,
I
I'd say.
can't like I
Frames
I've had-
over resolution in that situation.
Yeah,
Like 1080p
yeah.
I'd
is
agree.
fine for that.
I mean, I've got a Predator as well, Ross. I've got the 1440p IPS 144 hertz panel. It's like
Oh, you
it was-
have? Okay,
It was,
nice.
and G-Sync, and like it was my dream monitor, like 600 quid, I think. It's like everything I wanted from it.
yeah, they're quite pricey.
But
yeah.
Which one is
I've
that?
overclocked it to 165. I don't know. Monitors have got awful names.
Is it an Asus one?
Oh no, yeah.
Did you say?
It's the
Asus
whatever
Predator,
whatever
yeah.
Predator. Yeah,
Yeah,
whatever
that's what
Predator
I've got.
is, yeah, Asus.
That's what I've got right
Oh
now.
yeah, it's so lovely.
It's a Rog one.
Yeah, I think so.
Republic
Yeah,
again.
Rog.
Rog.
It's a
Big
Rog
Rog.
one.
Big Rod's dropped off.
It's a Roggy.
Yeah, but it's it's everything that I wanted like in a monitor when I was looking. But like I now in Rocket League, I can't really not just sort of being all like
Shit.
PC about it, but like I can't play at like 60 at all.
Really?
Like I find
It's
it
just not
so
as enjoyable.
I find it so tough. Like every now and then it will just sort of get like it will just crap out and it will just play at like sort of even 90. And I'm like, oh god, it's just sluggish.
And the thing is, it sounds like you're being,
Yeah.
particular, but unless you've played 144 hertz, it's hard to explain because it is really
Exactly,
good.
yeah.
Like it's just a
Yeah.
really
But it's
enjoyable
like anything,
experience.
though. It's like anyone
Yeah.
that counter-argues it, then it's like, well, I'm sure you would struggle going back to an Xbox 360 and
Mhm.
play games.
playing at 30 or like I mean, it's
I mean, I
the
don't
reason why
struggle. It's just the fact that I prefer. Yeah, everyone has
You'd
their preferences.
prefer
Like,
it.
I know that.
You know how
Yeah.
good
I
it
would
could
definitely
be.
prefer more frames.
I mean, I
over
did
that,
straight up
yeah.
struggle to like play my PS4, like that when that went to like sort of 20 FPS and stuff. Obviously, it's a bit more extreme, but like I just turned it off. I was like, no, like that's not for me.
Yeah. And
It
obviously
just
there are
really was
games
hard.
that it's stylistic to have it lower resolution and
Yeah.
it suits it better, sure. But like
Mhm.
games where they are designed to be as
Well, the games at
graphically
24
intense.
frames. It's filming.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
filming. But yeah, that kind of thing. Better at high
Well, there are
frame
plenty
rate.
of 4K monitors now that do like 144.
I know.
Yeah,
it's just,
I've
quite-
seen them,
They're
yeah.
quite pricey. That's the thing. It's just like, do I want to? I'll wait until I move because my second monitor's like the old Asus one I had back in the back in Filton House. Remember that one?
Oh yeah.
I think they have it in the office.
Yeah,
as well.
with the
It's got-
bars
It's
on
got a
the
silver
bottom.
bar and it's got the
The
Bang
bar-
& Olufsen
Olufsen.
ice power audio, which is shit.
Oh yeah, it's such
Like
bad.
it brags about they like, oh yeah, the audio must be great. Oh, it's tinny as shit. Imagine putting your name to that. Fuck you. Bang & Olufsen or whatever.
I've played
Awful audio.
I played Rocket League on a 240 hertz monitor,
Oh, yeah.
and like that was like it's like the jump from like 30 to 60. Obviously, everyone says like it's
Oh, it's
amazing,
really-
and it's amazing. But then like 60 to 144 is again another huge jump. 144 to 240 sort of takes it from looking like, yeah, okay, I know that 144 is still like a game, it's still like media, whatever. When it's in like 240, it's like, what the genuine fuck? Like this just
Really?
looks like I'm looking through a window at things.
Yeah, I've not
it's
seen
it's
I mean,
really odd.
you could use 240 on your blade.
Yeah, I
Oh,
might
really?
yeah,
I
I'll
tried-
just go
tried
to
fire it
on
up
it.
later.
Yeah, give it a go. Yeah, the blades are
Honestly,
awesome as well. Just as
I
lap.
feel like past
They
a
are
certain
really nice.
hertz, I can't tell the
Yeah.
difference. And
Also,
that could
I'm not
be the,
sure. I'm not
Yeah,
sure
even
our
100
our
hertz.
laptops will be able to push 240 frames either.
You have to
Yeah.
lower
Like-
the res.
Like,
What, you
I
have to
mean,
lower everything down.
140 frames is already pretty fucking demanding for a laptop. You know,
Yeah.
like,
Still though, like
Uh,
Warzone will
yeah,
probably
I'll
get
give
about
it a go
120
tonight. Yeah, we'll
frames,
try it.
which is pretty good.
Have they also
Um,
got G-Sync, the blades?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I
'Cause obviously
don't
that'll
think
help
they
out.
do.
Like if you're aiming for like 144, but you're getting 120, that obviously
don't
help
think
out a
they
little bit, like
do.
with tearing and stuff.
yeah.
Just FYI, I wasn't in that last game. So I didn't. I went to get
Yeah,
a
if we
drink.
ready up, Smith, then we can.
Yeah. Sorry, I finally got my controller connected. That entire game,
Alright.
I was just trying to get my controller connected.
Press auto now, so that you don't miss out.
I'm in.
Did you get into a game?
Supersonic.
Sorry to whoever got not in.
Yeah.
People just absolutely like losing their minds in chat, talking about how they've lost the
Community
crummies and
points,
Trot wasn't.
yeah.
Ross wasn't even in
Oh,
it.
the cameras.
Wasn't
I
even.
know.
It wasn't even a
What's for the
sanctioned
point?
game either. That's the
They
problem.
Oh.
did behavioral-based economic investments.
We're not in the same team.
Would you
based
say
on
you're more of a
Ross's-
neoclassical or classical economist, Trot? Who's your favorite?
More of a Renaissance.
More of a Renaissance, right?
Yeah.
Renaissance economist.
I based all my investments on old noble houses joining together and shit like
Really?
that. Like modern shit. Yeah, I'm not very good at that. I'll be honest.
You're more of a Montague or a Capulet?
Yeah, I'd say Montague definitely.
Yeah, you would
They
you?
just had a lot more strength in their bloodline and
They did, yeah.
a lot more land as well.
Yeah. I always thought Mercutio was just, you know, a bit of a dick.
Bit of a wild card as well, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just throw a lot of my calculations.
Thank you, Simon, for the GG.
Boom! Oh!
Oh,
Go on.
jeez.
Go on.
Go on.
Supersonic.
Oh, I was chatting to Ravs earlier, and he was saying that
He's
you guys
submitted a
raided
team.
him. And yeah, he submitted a team for the.
He has
Oh yeah, he's
Oh,
trying to
yeah.
poach. He's
Good,
trying to
nice.
poach Casual, by the way.
Yeah.
Rams
Oh,
literally
that's-
asked Casual to play for him.
Yeah,
not trying.
That can't happen. Surely Cash is our guy. The hell?
Well, we
They
can't.
say
But the thing
one.
is, it's threes though, isn't it?
It's threes.
Oh,
Threes.
it's
Threes. Oh well, maybe. Oh, well, Cash, go for it then, mate.
Do what you like.
Raps
You
is
jo-
a-
At least
I
we've got a
reckon
man
a
on the
lovely guy.
inside that will 100% throw a game if we need to. If we need him to, right, Casual?
Yeah,
got another team
we'll
as
speak
well.
to Casual privately. Let's not.
Yeah.
There's at least two other
Suddenly, Casual
teams.
starts
I
defending
think.
goals from our
Oh, good. Okay.
side. Wow.
There's
that we've got.
interest. Oh my god.
There's a lot of interest. The thing that's stopping it,
Sorry, Mr. Raps.
the thing that's
I'm
stopping it
having
right
a
now.
bad day.
No, I'll talk to you later, Stumpy. No, it's fine.
That's all right. Well, we'll have a recce over a cuppa. How does that sound?
Cup of
Sound
what?
good? You don't
Cup
seem
of
that
jizz.
excited
A
when I
cup of
suggested
shit,
that,
a cup
but
of
it's okay.
piss, a cup
Speaking
of
in
Ross's
codes.
boiled piss.
Cup of
Oh,
He gets boiled quite a
a
lot.
cup
Cash.
of gold.
Boiled. It's on a rolling boil.
boiling, and it's very,
He-
very.
Gentle
he's got an Arga with a pot of piss that he just keeps warm like a mulled wine.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a fucking little cheeky redirect there.
That was a good shot.
that was me trying to defend.
I know, but it did actually sort of move around you, didn't it?
Yeah,
You hit it.
I hit it with the bottom of my car, which was flimsy.
Oh,
Oh,
Ooh.
interesting.
the boy went on a vacay to the blue half.
Ross,
The
do you
name of
often
the-
chuck a bag of mixed spices in your piss when you're boiling it?
Yeah, just for the aroma.
Bit of cinnamon,
Nice
a
little-
few
Yeah.
Really
cloves.
fills the house.
Really, God, it smells like there's boiling piss in here.
You got some
Yeah,
piss
yeah,
on?
no, he is, yeah.
I do, yeah.
Oh, you've got
Christmas,
piss on, lovely. I'm so thirsty.
innit? Christmas.
A bit of cold.
Is it boiling?
cold
It? Is it
Christmas tree.
bubbling?
It's,
Biscuit,
it's
you
not quite
son of a
bubbling yet.
bitch. I love it when it
I watched
bubbles.
one of the
and-
coronavirus briefings. Those are quite good at boiling people's piss.
You're looking for the best way to
Just
boil
watched
your
Matt
piss.
Hancock for 5 minutes.
Oh,
Smarmy bastard.
Ross, I saw your tweet. Fuck me.
What a
Oh my
asshole he
god.
is, though.
Oh,
Gee,
he's a
like the people. It's just the fact that he's running our. He's the health secretary. Like that's fucked up.
It's not okay that that person's in charge of anything other than boiling piss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he'd be, maybe you do boil some piss.
Shit.
Maybe that's his
Maybe
his
that's
job.
what he. Yeah.
Too much piss.
Chief piss
Too
boiler.
much piss, not enough pop.
A huge fucking
Oh.
vat of piss that he stirs with a paddle.
I just
Like
remember
he's making like
that time
candles.
he cried about the. He literally cried. It was really
Yeah.
awful and cringy
Oh no, did he?
about the vaccines being released. Oh my god.
I think I avoided that video because I saw his
Why?
wormy little face.
Why was he crying about vaccines being released?
He wasn't crying. Well, he was just like no. It was in. He was pretending to be upset because he was overwhelmed by the emotion, but he didn't even. He was like smiling at the same time. It was really weird. It was very.
Bit robotic.
Was it a bit
You have to
uncanny
watch
valley?
it. Yeah, it's a bit robotic, bit uncanny valley, a bit like. Are you actually crying? Are you upset? Really?
Well, it's
But
just
kinda,
weird
like, laughing
when
at the same time.
they don't
It's like,
seem
what?
human, right?
Yeah.
Most of them don't.
Like,
I think they've been trained that way, though.
Yeah. Well, yeah. From that interview, I tweeted like that it's definitely media training. Where it's like, just don't admit you were wrong about anything.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is like why though?
That's
like,
ultimately
regrets.
it, though. It's like you
I
don't
never
show
regret.
weakness because then you lose faith in your government when they admit wrongdoings, right?
Do they think
Probably
that that's a
something
problem
like
right now?
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah.
that.
Are
Proof's
they
in the
thinking,
pudding.
look, yeah, they're thinking, guys, look, we need to. The faith in the government is at an all-record
Shit piss.
high. Let's make
Yeah.
sure that we keep that streak going. Let's keep it up. We're doing a great job
Yeah.
so far. Public opinion never been higher. Churchill, eat your
Crocodile
heart out.
tears.
You know what? I think we're starting to turn them around. I think they're really behind the Conservatives right now.
Matt Hancock goes to relax on Twitch. Oh, how films are streaming, and he just hears, "What a little piss boiler."
Then you'll see real tears finally.
who wears a little apron? Piss boy wears a little
Little
apron.
Papa, they called me a piss boy.
what they
Piss
used to
boy,
say
stir
in-
the piss, son. Make
They
sure
used
you
to say
boil that
that.
piss up good.
How do they know what they called me in boarding school?
They used to sing the song, Father. Piss boy,
Piss
piss
boy.
boy, wear a little apron.
How do they know I struggled with wearing nappies until I was 24?
It's mainly because of the size.
Diapers.
Diapers.
Diaper.
Diaper.
Country are we in?
Diaper.
Diaper.
I've been eating diapers all week.
I've had a diaper burrito. Why does everything
Oh
look
my
like
God.
lamb curry?
Does it say we're playing Discspace? I'm pretty sure I updated the game.
Oh, I
Oh,
didn't.
maybe not.
I'm playing
maybe not.
Discspace. I'm definitely playing.
It didn't
Discspace.
save. My bad.
Shit.
Oh,
Had
Twitch
all-
is just like really slow to like update stuff because it's a bad website.
I fecked it. God, day
I'll
ruined.
update it in a minute.
You guys see that guy, the Grefg, who like got the 2.5 million live viewers the other day?
Oh,
No.
yeah. Wait.
Yeah.
Why was
Yeah, I
that?
did see that. Like, what was the...
On
what was
Twitch?
the
He
had a
reason behind that?
Fortnite.
Was it just
Yeah,
really,
on
really
Twitch.
popular?
Yeah. He had he was getting a skin in Fortnite. He's like one of the biggest like Spanish
okay.
streamers.
Right.
And yeah, he was getting a skin in
Cool.
Fortnite, and he was like sort of doing a reveal for it. The previous highest was like 650,000 when Ninja streamed with Drake, and he got
Yeah.
Oh my
2.4
God.
million.
That's
That's
insane.
insane. What a leap up.
Yeah, though that for an individual streamer it was Ninja like 650k. For a tournament it was like a CS:GO tournament and that had like 1.06 million or something, and he like doubled it and then some.
That's
I
crazy.
have always wondered
Fortnite,
if we'd have
like
any
this-
kind of advantage by being Spanish, having Spanish content. Because there's a
would
lot
there
more
be,
Spanish
though?
speaking
Second
people.
most Spanish, second most spoken language in the world, isn't it? Spanish.
Yeah. So,
Is it the
but
second most? I thought it was the first. What's the first? Chinese?
Chinese.
I want
Mandarin?
to say China. I want to say Chinese. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
English
but-
must be up there.
English
Third
is up
English?
there. Yeah. English is definitely
English
up there
is
as
probably
well.
second. Would English be second or is Spanish
just-
definitely second?
I'd
seems
say
there's a
that
lot more
English and
Spanish-speaking
Spanish are very, very close.
countries.
I'm not sure which one.
Yeah, fair enough.
You kind of get
I
lost
think
in your own.
Fortnite for Epic is what World of Warcraft was for Blizzard. Like it's kind of crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Like this is like the kind of game that's going to, like, you know, you've already seen it. They've got their launcher now. They've got all these deals. They're spending money left, right, and center. They're desperate to become a presence in the market. And yeah, it's just kind of crazy that one game made it for them. You know, I know Blizzard's had other games before, WoW, but WoW really put Blizzard on the map and made them the
And has kept them
juggernauts
there.
they are.
And has been
Diablo.
printing
Yeah.
money.
Diablo.
Yeah.
That was the one.
Mad. Apparently English is third. Yeah, so what? So it goes Mandarin,
Spanish, English.
Spanish, English? Yeah.
Cool. But again, like that's such a huge leap from ninjas for it to just be a
Yeah.
language thing. Like
Yeah.
that's.
I mean, I tuned in for like an hour. He was speaking
Yeah.
fully Spanish as well. I had no idea. But every now and then, he'd
Me
he'd drop in
gusta.
just with a comment. And he just
Zero
he-
watched it.
He's talking full Spanish, loving life. And
Not
then
full Spanish.
he
Not
went
even
full-
pig
he went
Spanish.
full
Or half
blown
Spanish.
He went.
Yeah, me
full
gusta.
Spanish mode.
Welcome to the Dios. You are here today.
soy
Every now
Fortnite
and then
player.
He'd just chuck in like a sentence of context. It's like, we're talking about my Fortnite skin out in 15 minutes. And then just back to
Right.
Spanish. And it was
That's
like,
kind of
fuck
good
yeah.
though. At least he did that. Like, I don't do that in Spanish now and again.
Very true. Maybe we
Or
should start.
Mandarin.
Maybe that's the difference. Maybe
We need
that's
to
it.
become bilingual, like
Yeah,
casual
maybe.
is.
Yeah.
I was about to say, is
Easy.
he? Of course, yeah.
Nah, I'd rather say bye to linguistics. You know what I mean? Bilingual or bi languages. You know? Nah,
Bye.
thanks. Everyone speaks fucking English. That's the thing.
Well, most of the world speaks English, so I don't need to learn anything else.
Yeah.
Just point.
I'm gonna learn Latin instead.
I know someone who speaks fluent Latin.
Good on
Yeah.
Yeah.
What century
Do
are
they
they
find
from?
it useful?
So she's from the 13th century.
Right. Okay.
Wow.
Right, okay.
Even that's too
She, oh yeah,
too
yeah.
late.
She was still somehow behind the times. She
Just catching
What-
up.
she does a load of stuff like with the church, and so she's
Oh.
like had to translate a shitload of stuff, and like she's well into just sort of like learning weird things like that.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
she can just like speak Latin. It's like, what the fuck?
Is it pig's
Yeah, some people
Latin?
just study like classics.
Is it full
and
blown?
stuff.
I think she went full Latin mode. Yeah,
She went full Latin.
yeah. Yeah, I thought it was pretty sick. It's like it's a different one, can't use it, but like. have a
But
go.
then, like, dead languages is kind of a cool historical thing as well. Like,
Yeah, sure.
figuring out what the accent was in the Shakespearean times to make more context with the writing.
yeah.
There's a lot more, like, yokel than you think.
All right, I'm Billy Shakespeare.
Billy!
Hello.
What's
That's not
going
work for
on,
me, Billy.
Billers?
Oh shit. I saw an interesting Reddit post the other day about I think it was just a question post about asking if people would prefer to know all languages or know how to play every instrument. And I was like, oh, well, obviously you want to know how to play every instrument. I went down the comments. Hardly anyone chose that one. I was like,
no,
well,
I'd go
I mean,
languages.
Yeah, I'd
languages,
go
sure, but like
languages.
every instrument. Come on, guys.
But how many
Think
And
of
how
instruments
well?
are you going to encounter? Because like,
Yeah, well, you're just fluent in every instrument.
You'd be that
Like
how
that
incredible-
novelty
you could
on
be
X
like-
Factor.
Yeah,
though.
exactly.
That's what you'd
the-
be.
Also,
Yeah, but
you could make
how
a,
often are you going to
living off
encounter a
that easily.
bassoon?
well, yeah, Ross. Basically,
Yeah, but
what
you could
the
make an
choice
entire
there is.
orchestra.
The choice here is money or power, isn't it? Really, is what you're choosing between music and
Yeah, I guess
languages.
so.
Because if you could speak every language, you'd become the ultimate emissary, the ultimate, head of the EU kind of material.
Yeah,
Whilst if you could play every instrument, you would become very, very rich. So
Not even
ultimately,
money though. Like
Well,
going
I just would
to
like to know
going on
every instrument would be
holiday.
good.
the amount of
Yeah,
like
true.
posts I've seen of like, oh my god, they understood my language. This is I can
Yeah,
really like
yeah.
integrate with the people
It's
here
also,
and stuff like
would
that.
that include dead languages? Is the question. Like, could
Oh,
you?
shit.
Yeah.
I don't
be a
know.
People
wealth of
saying they'd have
knowledge.
to like
Yeah.
be able to translate
You could translate shit. It'd be
historical
a-
pieces. Yeah.
Yeah. I saw
And
something
also,
just in your
would-
chat.
What
Sorry,
if,
sorry, Shotgun.
okay, saying every language, you suddenly know a load of alien dialect, then that proves that aliens exist.
Oh shit.
But but how would you know it was an alien one? Do you have to wait for an alien to say it? Because at that point, you're
Well,
already
you'd
kind
have
of know
to-
that they exist.
You have to vet all the English ones, I guess, first. It's like, no, this didn't
Well, there's
come
only
from
one
Earth.
English language.
ambassador, with this pot
In
of piss, you
fairness.
are really spoiling us.
That's
Oh, is that fondue? No, hot piss. No, oh.
hot piss there. I know it in
I saw
every language.
someone, in your chat as well, say there are way more instruments than languages. I'm not sure that's right, is it?
I don't know.
I feel
there
like
are
there
a
would
lot
be
of
more
fucking instruments.
languages.
Think how many different
Depends how you
fucking
define
there is
instrument.
alone.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
all the regional
depends how you define
You
variations
mean
of
just
every
stringed
language.
instruments or whatever? Then
Yeah, like I think string I mean, obviously there are distinct, but then
you'll all be
Yeah.
laughing when I'm there, fucking drumming away with a bassoon and a clarinet and a saxophone, all
Yeah.
keyed up, so I can just start.
yeah, we'll be
Those are all
laughing
very-
because we'll be all talking in a language you can't
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
understand.
I'm like,
all
what are
very
you saying? Are you saying good
Critiquing
things?
you.
Come on, look at
They're
this
very
crazy stuff.
breathy instruments as well. Where are you getting all that wind from?
Expertly
fair.
playing Pink Floyd tracks or some shit. All the instruments. I can do them at once as well. That's the other talent. That's
Also,
wasn't
it didn't
included,
specify you whether you'd be any good at the instruments, just that you could play.
Yeah, it
them.
did. It said X. Yeah, you're fluent at playing them.
Yeah, it did.
It
yeah, it doesn't
It's 'cause
just because you can play it doesn't mean you can come up with a good
Yeah.
song, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Did it say you were any good at the language though?
well,
just shit all
it's
the
a good
languages.
point.
Fluent.
Yeah.
instruments.
You would fluent in all languages. That's what it said.
Fluent's pretty good as well.
The other difficulty, Ross, is you can only really play one instrument at a time. I mean,
At a
there's
time,
a
of course
few
you
where you
can.
can one-man band it.
Yeah.
The one-man
Ross,
bandit.
Ross
You
permanently
could do the
becomes a
one-man
one-man
band
band.
with the big
Just-
old bass drum on the back.
I can play all of these.
To be fair, he rocks the shit out of that one-man band setup. But does he have to
Yeah.
wear it everywhere?
Yeah.
You're like Iron
It's
Man.
like,
prove
answer
it.
the
but
Reddit question.
Have you ever seen a one-man band do parkour though? I bet that sounds fucking incredible.
He's
Nuts.
he's not too
Especially
good at
Jumping from
parkour.
rooftop to rooftop. I'm running. But
He's
it sounds
somersaulting.
amazing.
He's keeping that drum roll going as well.
And he's got a harmonica. I can't fucking imitate a harmonica, but
I like how in this universe you've learned every
And a
single
horn.
instrument, but that's
Yeah, but
still
I'm
not
doing a
enough.
one-man
You
band.
still need to
No.
know how to parkour.
I need to do them all
Passion
once
project.
and parkour. You need to really show off.
You're just waiting for the Reddit question that then says, "What if you were really good at parkour as well?" And you're like, "Oh,
Oh, that's the one. I'm choosing it. That's my superpower.
yeah." Like, would all languages? Also, I saw someone in chat say programming. Would that be programming languages? As
Oh
well?
shit, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Oh,
You'd
Like,
learn
would,
all
right?
coding languages.
Yeah.
I mean,
Language
the
of
language
love?
thing
That
is
would be really
so
good.
OP now.
It's
Alien
really
languages,
OP.
coding.
And
Yeah,
technically, you
To
could
be fair,
argue that like
that is
learning
one of the languages you really
scores.
you should know now. You
Reading
should
sheet
wanna know
music.
now, right?
What,
is
the
ano-
language of love?
Good point.
Language of love, sure.
Yeah.
But being able to code anything
Love.
and know it fluently
True.
would be
that
pretty
would,
fucking
yeah,
good,
that
right?
would be
But I
pretty
guess-
insane.
Very useful.
Thing is, learning sheet music, like, I feel like that's all well and good, but you still can't play it.
Yeah, you know
in
it.
fairness, you know
You
it,
know
and
it.
you can tell Ross when he's off.
Nothing's stopping you from learning. You don't stop learning instruments as well. You can continue to learn an instrument. I think that would be easier
True.
to master an
Yeah,
instrument
I think
versus
I'd
learning
rather
a
try and learn
language.
an instrument than learn a language. Definitely.
Yeah, that sounds
same.
more enjoyable
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, instruments absolutely amaze me. Like people can just like nail them, just like bomb them out, and like
Yeah.
they can just do like my girlfriend's like really musical, and she can just like she'll just like pick up her banjo and just can play it. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's just mad to me.
She plays a banjo.
It's very
yeah,
therapeutic.
she's got like
Oh,
Shit.
Oh.
she's
That
got like a
was going for a
banjo
while.
and like a she's got a keyboard and a mandolin and a bouzouki, if people know that. It's like
Yeah.
a sort of thing.
It's on the
I don't know.
N64, right?
Does she play like clawhammer style banjo? Do you know?
I honestly
is
don't
it-
know, unfortunately.
Well, find out what kind of banjo she. Ask some more questions.
Okay, I'll ask more questions and I'll send
Yeah.
you a. I'll
Be
send
more
you an answer
engaged
on
with your
postcard.
girlfriend's passions and interests.
I'd actually like to watch you be engaged with my girlfriend if that's okay.
You'd like me to be engaged with your
Wow.
girlfriend? Is this
If
like
that's
a
alright by
This is
you,
the way
yeah.
the
what's that film we watched
indecent
recently?
proposal.
No,
that's not what I
semi-pro thing where,
Oh yeah.
where the guy's
Love
like,
is sexy. He's like, oh yeah. He just starts watching.
he's like, yes,
Pulls out a
no,
chair.
Maddox,
Yeah.
I know he looks a bit
It's just
different and he
weird.
sounds a bit different. He's only a bit smaller than me, but I think
Yeah.
this can
he's a little
work
bit
out.
shorter though, so
It's a
you
bit
will notice.
shorter.
But that's okay.
Shit.
Shit!
Small man syndrome. Holy shit.
Right at the end.
And that is a statement as well, given Smith small man syndrome. My God.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
you get angry at that.
Yeah.
God damn. Well, let's see how it goes out. Like, keep updating us on Discord if you could.
Yeah,
on
we'll
how
do.
that
I'll-
blossoms.
yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be great. I'll give you a number, Smith.
Jesus Christ.
Please, can I give her your number?
No.
Please,
anyone
No.
else
Mate,
I
wants
just
to
want to know
join?
more about what kind of banjo she plays.
mate.
I used,
just
to
a
play, I
number.
used to be in a band with a guy that played banjo.
Oh, that's good.
The name is
Um,
Hat with capital H. The password. Oh, never mind.
Oh, it's just
I'll be
pull
making
out.
a new one.
Oh, that's harsh.
It's going to be the
Proper
same
harsh.
details.
Yeah.
Proper arse,
Yeah,
mate.
I started to learn the keyboard.
Mhm.
I guess piano by extension.
Yeah, I
And-
would call it piano. It sounds cooler.
I suppose it does sound much cooler, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
Keyboard,
got
yeah,
like a
sounds
bit of
better
a way
keyboard.
into that, and it's quite fun. It was nice to sort of like bomb out a tune and be like, "Look what I've learned."
Yeah.
I mean, she came back from work.
piano's a really good one, I think. Like,
Yeah.
Stop
I
playing
bought a
chopsticks, Stumpy.
Dun,
I-
dun,
I
dun,
bought-
dun, dun, dun.
I bought a piano like last year, and I've been slowly learning it, and it is very fun. And also, it doesn't take like with learning the guitar, you've got to like build up your hand strength and like learn to
Right.
hold a shape and all that sort of stuff. Like
Yeah.
piano is more accessible in that it's like you hit a key, it does make
Really
a sound
depends
most
what
of
you're
the
playing.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That like when we went to that Final Fantasy thing, that guy was playing some crazy
Oh,
intricate stuff.
that was
just
amazing.
it sounds incredible, and it's just like how
He wasn't just hitting all the black
do your-
keys.
no, no, it wasn't. And that is a beautiful, easy trick to make stuff sound good.
Quick
Yeah,
trick,
someone-
Stumpy. Just play around with the black keys. They always
Oh,
sound
yeah.
I've
good.
tried.
that
I've
one?
tried this after you said this, Trot, and I didn't have much luck. Maybe I'm
just
just
have to
not a natural.
rock
I've actually been
chords.
I've actually been at a Insomnia where a guy called Spicy J, who like does a load of like the tournament admining. You know, there's always that like there's like that
Piano
piano,
in
isn't
the front.
there, at Insomnia,
Yeah.
like the pink one or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was like playing a tune. He's fucking sick at it, right? And he was playing a tune. He said, right, play any of the black keys and it will sound good. Like it will just work. Like with the tune that
Yeah.
I'm playing, like the sort of the gimmicky song he was doing. And I've never felt cooler. Like just bombing out a tune with him. I'm dancing away. People are watching, thinking we're both contributing. It's great.
I'm equally as good as this guy.
Yeah, look at us go.
It's like getting one of those, you know, those like web apps where you had like a grid and it was on a rhythm, and no matter what button you pressed, you made an awesome little tune.
Yeah, yeah.
That's basically
I
what you're
convinced
doing.
my 4-year-old self I'd worked out green sleeves on this like
Oh.
child's keyboard I had
Auto
because
did
it had that. Like I was like, oh my god, I'm really good at this, and all I was doing was hitting like any key, and it would just play the next note in the sequence. That is a
yeah.
way to, and people wonder why I've got an ego. You know,
That's happened to him.
The machine.
technology
everything.
convinced me I was a child prodigy. All right, and it went downhill from there.
I write
Is that your
whatever I
Channel 4
want, and I
documentary?
always get an A. It's
I
'cause,
always,
And the equivalent to that now is spot lobbies.
yeah.
In games,
God,
it's
I'm
just
good.
Oh, I feel so good. Wait, what the hell? It's getting harder and harder.
People should be better than me at things. How dare they? I want keyboard and mouse.
Oh my god!
Oh,
I
I
so
can't
close
save
to
every
getting
single one, guys. You know, can't save every single one.
Oh,
Although it's
there
only
he
showing me
goes.
one.
Child Prodigy Smith.
Child Prodigy Smith over here. I'll knock out green sleeves like that. Just give me. I need a certain kind of keyboard.
And just a few
Yeah.
pre-programmed notes, and I'm away.
Zaphead, just go with whatever team I'm on. Because they've got Smaffy and Ross. Sorry, what's the points that you have on
Ross
your channel?
points.
Ross
Ross
points.
points. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ross Perroints. It's really easy to remember, Trot.
Yeah.
I've actually
Try and
got,
say his name, but then also halfway through try and say
Point.
the word points.
Yeah. So Ross Point.
Why is the name Ross Peru now? Like, obviously, it's been that for like sort of I don't know,
I
4
just,
years or whatever. But like,
But it
Big
sounded
fan
better
of the
than
country.
DJH3 Max because of the DJH3 Max part.
that's fair.
You know,
Oh, sorry, sorry.
which one has more syllables?
But what is it about Peru that you love so much?
Don't know. Not just the people. The,
The
attitude,
people. The language?
religions There. The
That you don't
languages,
know.
Of course. I
Ross
wouldn't-
changes his
wouldn't
username.
bother.
Nobody bats an eye. Trot wears mascara for a month, and everybody loses their minds.
Well, it's not
Yeah.
mascara, it's eyeliner.
Oh,
but-
mascara's for the eyelashes, isn't it? Sorry, I didn't.
Yeah.
I,
That's next. That's next on the list.
that's next up.
I do like the
What
command.
about
though.
what?
This is
What about a bit of
exclamation
lippy?
mark. That's fair.
Nice
Bit
bit
of
of lippy.
Bit of
Oh.
God
lippy.
damn it, guys!
We
Well,
just
Stumpy, you're not
hitting
meant to be
each
good
other.
at this.
Yeah, I'm
How
on
many hertz
keyboard and
monitor are you
mouse.
playing it on?
I'm on keyboard and
What, you
mouse.
fucking
yeah.
20 hertz in it or something?
Yeah, I'm on 20 hertz. I'm still.
you
top
playing
of
on
the
your
fucking
PS4?
scoreboard, may I
you
say.
playing-
I've still got
Yeah, but you're meant to be
double your
really
saves.
good.
I've got 10 shots.
Yeah, don't
and
compare
I've
yourself
got
to
a
me.
only goal. Ross
That's
is on
like
12
comparing-
points, mate. Why don't we look at Ross? 12 fucking points, Smith. and
I
I'm
can't
still
blame him,
at
though.
this. You serious?
More is
I
expected.
can't
of
be
you.
mad at him.
You're held to a higher standard.
I'm fucking weak.
This is the responsibility you take on when you get good at
fucking
something.
missed
All right?
again. Yeah, all right. yeah, you're right. It's all my fault.
See, I saved that. I've saved a couple.
Shit.
Oh,
There we go. I've scored that as
I
well.
dislike that you've scored because that proves your
Instantly, yeah, I instantly put you down. This is the thing. You can't rage against me, Stumpy, because the universe will just realign to fuck you over, all right?
point. Fucking universe piece of shit.
When you were born tall, that's when you knew. The odds were stacked
That's what I was.
against
When I came out, 6 foot long, there you go, another save for you.
Nothing-
The fucking
nothing
the
is built
worm
for
boy
me.
of Bath, they called me when
Yeah.
I came
He
out.
had to be a
They
worm boy 'cause
unfolded
he was
me like
He was unfolded, didn't they? Yeah.
yeah,
Reels out there.
like a fire hose. They got me out.
His bones need to grow. Give him time.
Whereas-
When I was born, my feet were folded up against my shins because they were so big.
Really?
Oh.
Like
They-
flat against my
Upwards?
shins. And apparently,
Oh.
yeah, upwards. And apparently, the doctor laughed at me.
Look at that!
That's
Wow.
like the
It's looking really
story.
weird. What's going on with these
My
feet?
dad likes to remind me that, yeah, when I was born, my feet were folded up against my shins, and the doctor just laughed. I was like, the fuck is this?
Look,
What
I
is
know-
this?
You've just been through a 48-hour labour, but look at this! Was it worth it?
Weird little. Look at this. You
born
floppy-footed
in
worm boy.
Flippers.
He's gonna be a good swimmer. Ah.
Classic. Joke's on them, I'll drown.
What does that mean? What
As
does
a
that mean about
baby.
your ankles then? Surely your ankles were like. I guess does it matter as a baby because you're probably all soft and
dunno.
flimsy?
You're all
Do you remember?
jammed up,
Yeah, I
aren't
think
you?
that's pretty much it. Yeah,
So
you're
it's
soft
fine.
enough that
Yeah.
things like that don't really matter. Well, because you're so corrupt, you're jammed in there anyway. Let's be
You're
honest.
stuck inside.
Right.
Yeah,
Inside
exactly.
someone.
Got to have a bit of flex.
I assume they're not fused to your shins anymore.
No, they are. Yeah, I walk like a deformed.
You
beast.
literally walked it off.
Yeah, I walked it off. Yeah, I thought
It's
at
got
some
little
point.
stumps.
Yeah, that's the name. That's the name.
Stumpy.
Oh shit.
Do you ever just think like you see a pigeon walk around with little stumps and you think, good for you, man.
You're doing
Carrying
it.
on.
Like good for you. You've
Carrying
lost
on.
like 4
'Cause-
toes, but
yeah.
good on you.
What other options do they really have?
If I was a
I look at them
Moving
and think,
on.
Jesus Christ, what chance did humanity stand against a species that can literally walk without feet?
They can adapt. Yeah.
Stubs.
They have the wings to make up for it. I
Where
mean,
are they? Are they getting pecked off? Are they getting burnt off by electric wires? What's happening?
It's all
Is it-
sorts of
they're
things. They'll get
just
stuck in
Also, they're
things.
getting trapped in things. Yeah.
They exist in a world
cities
full
are
of
quite hazardous,
Just-
really.
yeah,
Detritus. Yeah.
especially all the pigeon traps they put everywhere to stop pigeons going on things.
It's a
Oh,
good
like,
point.
true, yeah, let's
It's
find
every
usually that.
surface they land on has the potential to
a
rip their
risk.
feet off.
Fucking hell.
I've ripped mine off at my flat. Like the pigeon spikes. Oh, nothing.
How- what's
Oh,
the
I
noise
thought you meant
like?
your
Pigeon's feet.
feet.
Pigeons feed.
yeah, if any pigeons landed on my
Actually
my
attack
balcony, I just
pigeons
tore their
for a
feet
living.
off and let them fly. No, I tore the spikes off because I was like, no, if there's a pigeon that fancies to sit on a windowsill, I'll bloody let them.
Yeah.
Covered in shit.
My
at the end of
choice. Terrible idea. Never
the
do
day.
it
So
again.
much shit. I see why they do it. Yeah. I electrified them after that. Yeah.
Well, there's too many pigeons. This is the problem. If you want to be
No.
one with the ecosystem, there are quite a few pigeons because of their ability to live on our waste.
Pigeons
Any
are nice.
species that can live on our waste is blossoming because we produce so much of it.
I mean, that helps with our waste processing, right? We just
Well,
get
not
bird
really.
shit everywhere.
Because they create mess, and like bird shit especially is highly acidic, so it like ruins civic like structures and things
Nice.
like that as well.
Are there any animals we
Um,
could live in a relationship with where they do eat all our
Yeah,
plant,
just
plastic
less,
and-
just more equal distributions of them, basically.
God,
Oh, we
nearly
can
double your
live
points,
like
Smith.
as lavishly as we
You
do.
did nearly get double my points, but then I got double the rest of our team's points as well.
Ross
And
contributed
I
a green
only
though.
play this game like on
I
stream.
was there.
He's present. He's a
Look.
gear
You,
shifter.
Stumpy, I
it
believe, are
says.
trying to make a living out of it, so you better buck
Trying?
your ideas up, sunshine. Trying, yes,
Sunshine.
trying.
I'm doing my bloody best, mate.
I think
You
Stumpy's
bought a new
reaching
car
that
off the
point.
back of it.
I
Fucking
did,
hell.
yeah, and a house, and
You-
a shitty little dog. I'm doing
And
well.
a shitty little Romanian dog.
little prick.
Hey, bark.
Bark.
There's
Bark.
that certain point in someone's voice where you can tell that they're past Smith now. They're past that point where Smith has broken them. I think Stumpy's reached that point now.
Well, we played some
Why?
squad the other day. We had a good time.
We did. We had a
Yesterday I liked him.
LIED. It was great.
I blew you up, yeah.
You did. That honestly, that clip. I don't know if Ross and Trot, you saw that clip that
I haven't
got on
seen the
Twitter.
clip, no.
It was so funny. He just strapped an IED to my bike and sent me going towards the tank.
Oh, I think I did. Yeah.
So
I
funny.
can hear it
I can
ringing.
hear it ringing.
I think we're
Hear a
going to
ringtone.
Yeah.
Nowhere near the tank either.
No, I missed it by about a solid, I don't know, 50 meters or so. Yeah.
be... If anyone's interested by squad and that sort of thing, I think we're planning on hopefully bringing that
some
to
next
stream. Doing some next week.
Yeah, we'll do some next week.
Yeah, I was going to talk to everybody on casual and everyone on casual's Discord that we normally play with. Try
Casual
and
pipes
Nice.
up.
fill up an emptier server.
Cheers. Whoa. Some
go.
coordinated squad efforts. Biscuit Tin, I dislike you.
But yeah, Stumpy, we did that again. Like I was being the bomb boy this time, and I think we put about 6 or 7 IEDs like just at the enemy, and it was like we were playing against the British, and every time we got a chance, we were like, right, load up another one, we'll just send another bike at them. Like they must have been absolutely like terrified by the end of it, the amount of IEDs we were driving at them, and like they'd often like
funny.
shoot us off of them, and like we'd blow it up early and stuff, but it was chaos. It was pretty funny.
Doink.
Nice. It's such a funny game. Like I had no idea like how good the explosion and like the delay and stuff is. It looked
Yeah,
really
they've
good
really
on
nailed
your
that.
end.
Yeah. Vehicle physics are horrible, but explosions are excellent.
Yeah, they've nailed them.
Yeah. Keep blowing
Oh,
up Biscuit.
fucking
Oh.
hell. Look at this redirect. See, why weren't you playing like that on my team?
Because Trot can smash my butt like this. Look.
Yeah.
Bump.
We work
Look at
together.
this. And
he
it managed to
smashes my
fucking
butt like
find it.
nobody else.
Yeah. And I have to stand on an apple box to do it.
Why an apple? This box was previously used to move apples, wasn't it?
Once upon a time.
Nice try,
I got
sunshine.
a bumper as well.
Bumper. Just
Yeah.
in case.
A little bumper
For safety.
with a sponsor.
Of course. What else would I fill the space with?
Oh, boink.
With too
Doinka
much
doinks.
velocity on it. It
Oh,
came
we've
at me
lost
too
Ross again.
hard.
Ross, you didn't get in.
Yeah, I didn't get in.
Oh, Ross.
This isn't
give
a
us
sanctioned game.
Ross, are you
Right.
ready to join? Ready to join?
I can try.
Okay.
Can you do a
and
mid-game?
Oh,
I
shit.
don't think
You've just...
Can you?
Go. Go. Ross,
Join
go.
How do I-
orange.
Ross, go.
I mean, how do I do it?
Ross,
Change
go.
team,
Click
press
join orange.
start.
Click join
Yeah,
orange.
start.
Okay, here we go. I'm in.
Nice.
Well, you've
Okay.
just lost
Sorry, I was in spectate mode. I
Stumpy.
was in spectate mode.
What's this transfer? What's this new transfer on Chris Trott's team?
He
What have we
wasn't even
seen?
out of breath.
Star player Stumpy
No,
has
the
been...
thing is, we just fancy getting him off for the day. He's had a good run about. He's warmed up
Yes.
his legs, but now it's his time. We thought we'd give a new starter on, see what's going on with him.
Here we go.
Giving him a go. Got to give
Yeah, got to
go at the big leagues. Otherwise, he's
on the
never going to get
forums.
experience.
Fans hate him
Do
on the
you
forums,
watch
but
much
sometimes-
football, Stumpy?
I like to sort of
I just
look
wonder
at some
whether-
of the bigger matches. Yeah.
I wonder where the commentating desire comes from. Is it from, you know, like seeing football commentators, or did it literally just come from Rocket League? And then you were
Opportunistic.
like, right,
No,
okay.
it was from
Does it come as a result of liking Rocket League?
Yeah,
Any
so
sports in general?
I originally joined in with Cole on streaming, where he had his he had the channel originally with somebody else. They then quit to become a pro. Didn't do very well out of it, bless them. And then I ended up then joining instead. And then he was asked, "Hey, do you want to cast an event in London?" By one of our mates, and it was like sort of every weekend. People might have heard of it, called the Gfinity Elite Series. And it was like we had never casted before. He casted one Insomnia event. I'd never casted sober. I casted once drunk on a 24-hour stream, right? And then the second time I'd ever casted an event was in front of a live studio audience in London for like 8 weeks. And it was insane. And yeah, that's basically just where it came
Felt
from.
good.
And sort of met a load of people. I always wanted to like sort of do sort of streaming stuff after, because I found out about it like all at university. And I sort of wanted to keep doing that. I didn't want to sort of get like a normal job and shit. Worked at a bank for a bit. Got horribly sad because banks are lonely grey places.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, right,
just
they
ended
are.
up
Don't like being
able
them.
to quit. Yeah, it's not good. I didn't work like a full-on. I worked like a headquarters for Barker's. But yeah.
I imagine it being pretty. I never thought of that. Like you're literally the vocal piece of the audience that's around you, and you're literally matching their mood. So it's like, oh, he just scored, and everyone around you is also cheering. You're kind of matching the mood, and I imagine that's quite invigorating.
Yeah, it's insane. Like it was relatively small sort of land that we were casting. But
Well,
like,
any
even
sort of
then,
audience, though.
Like like to sort of be able to deliver that to people, or like even in chat. Like I've got the Rocket League chat open for like when we cast on that channel. I've always got it minimized until like something cool happens, like after a game. Then I'll look and see
get the
everybody spamming
reaction.
like Pog or whatever, to like sort of hype me up. But then it's to be able to match that
my
energy
God.
with people.
Holy
And have people like excited about what we're saying and making it even better is like it's a very, very cool experience.
Yeah, it's addictive.
That's cool.
We
Yeah,
get a
it
lot
does
of
sound
people
really
really
awesome
what
fun.
we do as commentary. Not in the same way, obviously.
No, not in a
Commentary of
professional sense.
Bullshittery.
I couldn't give a blow by blow.
Would you guys want to come like go to a Rocket League like LAN or something?
Yeah,
Like,
I
if
think
it was
that'd
in
be
the
pretty
UK?
fun.
Like a proper big
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
That'd be fun.
definitely. That's actually something I can follow and understand.
Yeah,
I've always enjoyed
exactly.
watching the
Because
ones
like
on Twitch.
you look at LOL and Dota and stuff, I don't really follow them, so I don't even know what the fuck's going on. But
Me
everyone's
either, to
hyped
be
up
honest,
to fuck,
yeah.
and it's like, shit, the atmosphere looks good.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, League is sort of like odd in that way. Same with Dota. Like, if you know it, the bits that you know in it would be amazing. And it's like, holy shit, I can't believe that happened because of this context and whatever else. But if you don't, I think it does sort of lack something in that way. I think Rocket League is sort of a pretty much perfect esport in that way, where you can
It's simple
basically
enough.
follow it. Yeah, you can follow it
Yeah.
by just saying, there's a blue team, there's an orange team, it's football rules, and the cars can fly. It's like, okay, you've explained Rocket League in that sentence. I think there's a lot of merit to like CSGO is another esport that I love watching. But then I casted an event with Spiff at one point. And he plays a lot of CS. He knows CS in and out. And I thought I knew it to a relatively all-right level. I know so little about that game. Even after watching as much as I have of it, I still know very little.
It's just a
And it was
whole
very
different
eye-opening.
layer, right, of knowledge.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to. Like, if you guys, I can see if there is like a next UK event, like a decent sort of sized one.
Yeah.
I can sort of chat to you guys about it. and
we all
see
got
if,
our
anyone wants
vaccines.
to. Yeah, we've all got a little vaccine. Had our jab.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, got a sore arm.
Oh, I've got
Quite
symptoms.
major symptoms, actually. I'm
Coughing
exhibiting
still.
major.
It's giving me COVID.
He's got it.
This was a live one.
This is a live one. They put a dummy round in.
Have you seen that recently? People getting their jabs and then having like being wiped out for like 48 hours.
Yeah,
afterwards.
but then this is what
what
happens.
happens though,
Like,
isn't it?
yeah,
Absolutely.
vaccinations
That's just
can
your immune
cause those
response.
effects.
Yeah, you're
Does it
literally
make-
getting like a bit of it.
Well, it makes you fatigued because your immune response
Yeah.
is having to multiply
Creating
and produce.
those
Yeah, it's a
antibodies.
factory.
Yeah.
But it's not that you've got COVID. It's just that
COVID.
It's using all its energy to build a defense.
Exactly.
I gotta go have dinner and stuff, but good luck, guys.
Thanks,
Oh,
pal.
see you later.
Yeah,
Have
see you
a
later.
fucking
Bye.
good one.
on the blue team.
What? That sound disingenuous.
No, it sounded great.
I just realised my exhaust when I accelerate like protrude further, like I'm newting.
What car
You're
are you using?
prolapsing.
Do you know?
The one that looks like a Porsche.
Hang on, I'll come and find you. Where you at, son? Hello. Oh, is that the Jaeger?
Look.
I think.
Look at my exhausts.
I'm looking.
They like newt.
Oh, look at him go!
Yeah.
They're just popping up.
Fucking hell. Have you seen the the newt gif, but like sort of the pornographic
The
gif
butthole one, yeah.
with the
Whoa.
butthole?
Is it
yeah.
butthole? Yeah.
Yeah, it is. That was. It's
That's what
one
we
of the
think of
funniest
when
things.
we say
think
Newt
Newt
Newt.
Newt. Yeah.
And that's
Newt.
what the whole song was that we made.
The
was about.
famously.
It wasn't about Pingu.
My butthole. That's why you were talking about your butthole so much.
Yes.
Come gather around your
Pulsating.
butthole. It's time to
think it's-
masturbate.
It might actually be
Newt,
lost on a lot of
Newt.
people because of that.
Newt.
I was like seeing it at uni, like on a drunk night out, and just
Gregorian
dying for like an hour.
The classic way to view it
Yeah, of course.
on a night out.
And
at
sending
uni.
it to mates like when you can see them in the library. You just send it over and just watch them just break down, have to like
Yeah.
go, like leave
It's
the
all for the
quiet
reaction.
area. Oh,
Whoa, bollocks.
nice save, Truffleness.
Panks.
Die Pompelmoose.
Yeah, we have 2 definite teams for this thing,
Oh,
and then a
nice.
lot of the like.
Is
Yeah,
that including
I'm
you?
interested, but I don't know who to play
Dabble.
with, or like
Mhm.
I don't know if I'm good enough, and I'm just kind of reassuring everybody
Oh, not that.
They're like,
that it's okay.
It'll just be a laugh.
It'll
Like,
just
be a
yeah.
laugh.
Shit
don't
is
need to take it too
encouraged, if
seriously.
anything.
Yeah,
Like,
so
you want people
might
to sort of be pissing around.
I think
send
so.
another one, just being like, don't worry. We're gonna absolutely destroy you, but you'll have fun doing it.
Also, I know you said in the email, but like we could say like we're setting up a like individual players pool where you can
Mhm.
say you're interested as an individual player, and we'll
Don't
put you
have
into a group.
Mhm.
Yeah, put you in.
Like a Google
I've had
form or
a couple
something.
of those, yes, that are like super keen, don't have a team,
Mhm.
and I think
Okay.
Barry's interested as well. So I think he'll
Nice.
put.
He's
something
good,
together.
right, as well, right?
Is
Is
he?
it?
Well, he's good at
Played
most
Rocket
things. To be
Is that
honest.
what? I remember you guys saying that like some guys in the office played. I thought Barry was one of them, maybe not.
Sam,
Oh, like Sam
the
and
office.
Craig.
Sam.
Yeah,
Craig.
Sam
Got
and
it.
Craig.
Hazel's good. I
Okay.
think they might actually make
Yeah.
a team.
That'd be good.
They could be the
So
rivals.
that's another
That'd be good. I
confirm.
think.
I can make them do it. Hazel's really
Make
on the
them.
brink of doing it.
Force them to do it. They must
I'm sure Craig will
take
join.
part.
So that's
Nice.
like 3 teams definitely in, probably 4. So I think we're Gucci. Fuck!
Oh,
I don't know the physics of that because you definitely
I
you get
touched
them in the
it.
front of your car. Yeah. What just happened? Me again. All right.
I mean, it was pretty fast, I'd say.
That seems harsh. That's a mean one. That's cruel.
I'm going to have to start
Boom,
reaching
boom,
out to
boom.
individuals because some people are really bad at emails as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Especially bulk emails.
Mm.
They hate them.
like us.
Like
I-
us,
I'm
yeah.
terrible
We're one
as
of those
well.
people.
Yeah.
It's one of those classic things like, oh yeah, piques my interest. I'll reply to
Mhm.
it later after my 6-hour stream. They never do.
Forget.
Yeah, because you're knackered. You just want to go sit on the
Yeah.
sofa.
And then it's at the bottom of your email inbox.
Yeah.
I get it. Ooh, shit. Fuck.
Oh, bollocks, sucker cock.
Everyone's up there for the redirects, for the glory.
Yeah, no one not keeping the home fires going.
Sorry, I'll stoke the flames at home.
Come and stoke my fire. Stir the fire with your prodder.
When channel points are involved, there's a lot more angst in chat, a lot more
Yeah, there's lots
aggression,
of caps, isn't there?
a lot of
I don't know,
caps.
That's how we doing.
How we let them down personally, and they put everything into this, and they put their life savings in.
Sorry, Smith.
Oh!
Go on, Sam.
Look.
Nice.
No one's at home.
I'm at
Oh,
home.
you
No one's at home
glory.
cutting the home fires.
I'm
Boom,
stoking
that's
the
a
home
save.
fires.
He's fucking stoking those fuckers. So
Home fire.
stoked.
Here I am, slaving away.
Slaving away. Got with a handkerchief round his brow.
Ooh.
Yeah, now we're
There you
talking.
go. Stoke the home
Ow!
fires, and you get some embers at the other end. That's what I always say.
Trot, I've got a stain. Can you use a vast quantity of spit in your fingers to rub it out of my shirt, please?
My spit will get through anything.
Oh! Come here, you got a stain
Shit
on the
it.
collar of that shirt. Oh.
Nothing more demoralizing than being like a school kid with a mum that does that. You know?
My
That's
nan
one
did
thing to
that.
put you in your place is like a, oh, you got a little, oh, come here. And you got
Oh, look at you. You
thumb.
can't even take care of yourself. Look
The
at
licked
that.
thumb is coming at you. And you know,
Can't
you
even
just
keep
can't
yourself clean. You
can't
fucking
avoid it.
reprobate.
It's going to hit you at some point and scrub you clean. Not in front of my
Scrub
friends.
you.
Mum, please.
Oh, don't be a
Please.
bitch, Mum.
I'll do it myself. No.
Jesus.
Mum,
Mum, don't be a bitch.
Oh, shit. Oh, what a save. Holy shit, Trot.
Sorry, it's, yeah, it
Legit
just comes normal to
fantastic.
me. I appreciate the reaction.
No, it doesn't. No, I was sorry.
3
I'm sorry if I
all.
sounded disingenuous. I'm very
That's fine.
impressed.
We got a game. It's 3-all. Let's make this happen.
Got a game on our
From-
hands.
From Tinners, big man Tinners. You need to aim
Sorry.
for green Tinners. He's our target.
Nice.
Pogue.
Aim for green.
For good. Oh,
Oh, I'm being bumped out of the goal
oh, hello.
by somebody. I don't know who it was.
Pogue.
I think it's Zondave.
Shitty Dave. Green is just doing it.
Right,
isn't it?
yeah, I'm gonna give him some trouble.
That's
Could
it,
you
that's
demo
the one.
Zondave at the same time as well?
I'll give it a
Thank
go.
you. Cheers.
God damn it.
Oh, Biscuit Tin's going for you. A
Oh,
notorious
he's on Dave, you
demoer.
little cunt.
Fuck off, Dave.
Pog.
Pogu. Nice.
Sorry.
I'm all over him. Stay on target. I don't have a high refresh rate. Stay on target.
I keep losing in
Come here,
between
Zondave, you
frames.
prick. Keeps on stuttering
Flipping away.
difference. Fuck, he's behind me.
Oh, I've got demoed.
Oh,
It's
Every off
purple.
frame. Fuck you.
We've
you're
gone
invisible.
purple.
Oh, shit.
We're up max
That's
speed.
it. That's it. Oh.
Pug.
Oh. Oh my
Oh,
god.
Overtime.
Oh, it stopped the
What a
momentum.
game. My heart is beating.
Oh, almost got the redirect.
Fuck off, Dave, you little shite.
Ooh, I'll just do what I know and love. I'm just gonna
Alright,
do what I
Demo's
know
cunt.
and love.
Come here, Dave, you cunt.
Literally grow up, Dave. There we go. There we
Eat
go.
shit.
Nice save.
Oh, sorry.
Shit, I'm out.
Nice. Good job, Tinners.
Oh, it's too high.
Oh, what a touch.
No.
Hello, Trot. That's you, son.
Well, it's Alex Smith apparently coming
That's
in
all right,
wild.
That's all right. That's all right.
That's all that matters.
Really wild show. Michaela Stratton.
Oh!
Oh,
Oh, lovely.
I bumped Stumpy.
Oh, that looked like it was going in.
Yes!
I missed
That
it.
was
Pog.
soaking.
Oh my god.
Oh, I missed it.
We got the win. Shit! He's on the ball.
Oh, Ross.
My word.
Safest hands in Rocket League.
Unfortunate.
Old slippery hands.
Oh, butter
slippy
mittens.
fingers.
He puts butter in his mittens like that guy from Slipknot apparently put baby poo in his mask, which wasn't true. I remember being told in secondary
What?
school, yeah,
The
Slipknot are
hell?
really crazy. They throw up in their masks and put like baby poo and stuff and then wear them for gigs. And I was just like, I don't believe that. I do not believe that.
I don't feel like that's
I don't think
conducive
that's-
to a good gig.
I can't imagine it is, no. Maybe it might make
Great
you angry
story,
though.
though. Great
Might make you
story, though.
extremely angry.
Maybe.
Makes you wanna
Right,
listen
can
to
I
the
just
album.
have one moment to
Yeah,
make a quick cup
I
of
was-
tea?
I brought us out to the main menu so that we could all take a minute. I am
Okay.
briefly going to step away and think about things.
Just it's me
Like
and you
what
then,
I've
Ross.
done. I'll leave it to you too.
Christ. Ross? Oh no. Oh dear.
I'm here. Hello.
Oh Christ, you're back. Hello.
You alright?
God, yeah, I thought I was being left at the helm, but I didn't want that.
No,
It's a
you're not
big- it's
left. So thankfully, someone really responsible like me is still here.
Thank God. I'm not used to presenting. Jesus.
No, you're not.
Oh, it's a good question from Cash. So yesterday,
Hmm.
me and Cole on our stream, we received 30 subs. Or we set the target of 30 subs and we'd eat a tea bag. And so we obviously reached 30 subs. And it was it was the most disgusting experience. One of the most disgusting experiences I've had. And then after that, we were both caffeinated off our tits for a solid hour because it was just having the dregs, but it was so concentrated. Yeah, it was the whole bag. It was paper and all.
Nice.
So, how many subs for you to eat your tea bag? I'm interested.
I don't want to say. Well, there's no. The thing is,
Just in
I
one.
know that set it very high. I mean, I could try and eat one if you want, but did you swallow all of it?
Yeah. So I chewed it a lot. Some came out of my mouth because there was a lot of liquid sort of retained in the tea bag. But it was, I probably ate about 90% or so. It was a wet tea bag. It was used. It was a used tea bag.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to quickly read some donations and subscriptions a second. Thanks for all those sub gifts, Kimberly. Red Zenos resubscribed for 13 months. I subbed because my questions were shit. Because my questions was shit. Well, thank you, Red Zeno. The Hawks has resubscribed for 31 months. Thank you. Sentinel96 donated $10 and said, this is so Stumpy will eat another tea bag. You got to eat another tea bag now, Stumpy.
I shan't.
That's not what they wrote. Just got into The Expanse. It's managed to maintain an intrigue and made some actual nuanced human characters. One of the best I've watched. Well, I hope you enjoy it. It's season 5 now. You watched The Expanse, Stumpy?
I have not, no. Sorry.
Okay.
I wish I had.
Well, that's fine. Mistress Charles resubscribed for 66 months. Y'all got to stop all this tech talk about these monitors, getting me all hot and bothered. Casual 86 lol, hat ho, who, hat way, hat man. I like to read out the emotes because it just makes it sound funny. Brain has resubscribed for 47 months. Always miss the days of playing this game with subs. We are kind of doing that now, I think, but maybe that's what you're referring to. Smash Click Enter has resubscribed for 21 months in a row, saying piss tape is real, boys. Piss tape is real.
Piss tape? What's
okay,
piss tape?
I'll go. I don't know. See if this.
I know what a piss disc is. You ever piss disc, anyone?
What is that?
It's when you piss on a plate and then freeze it and slip it under someone's door, and then it melts as a puddle inside their dorm room. I did it at uni to a mate, but then you have to kind of explain. You have to explain then why there's sort of like a plate, just sort of a frozen plate of piss in the freezer. You're like, don't touch it; it will spill.
That's the most complex part because you can then just really easily pour piss over all of your frozen goods.
That's the thing, yeah. But as soon as that bad boy is solid, slip it under the door, and also you can sort of flick it like a frisbee with one finger, and it goes a bit of distance.
Okay, well I'll bear that in mind.
You could just piss on
tape,
the door.
After a quick Google, isn't actually existing. I can tell. Askew Circle has resubscribed for 19 months. Just hat o face, hat o face, hat o face. Wyvern Rock has resubscribed for 4 months in a row. Again, I must ask you not to tell anyone that I sub to Hat Films. Kappa, thank you. The Duke of Hesse has resubscribed for 24 months. 24 months, the skill and dedication that takes. Thank you for 2 years of subscribing. We very much appreciate the generosity there. DL Del Sinachos has subscribed for 2 months saying, smack it. Smack it. SR Daniels resubscribed for 12 months in a row. 32 total. Enjoying your weekend, chocolate boys. Well, you too. Thank you. Sir Daniel 007. Bosman 001 has resubscribed for 4 months in a row. Rossi Roo sniffs doggy poo is what he's written, or they've written here.
I probably have.
Have you?
Pick it up
you
every
sometimes
day,
smell it to check it?
What to check what when you're smelling it?
The poo you
check
smell.
It smells like dog shit.
Just check. Yeah, does it?
The smell is unavoidable. When you're picking it up to toss it away, you're gonna smell it. So
you think so?
Every day I do smell dog shit. Technically, yeah.
Especially if you give it a little taste as well. You will smell it.
You give it a little lick just before you toss it away.
Goods.
Yeah.
You do have to give them a fucking good taste.
Yeah. Sometimes they look really tasty. What are you getting? Blue, orange, blue,
orange.
I press
Smaffy
auto.
Taffy.
But it always puts me in the opposite team when I do that.
Okay, all right. We can all go blue.
I need to still go make a cup of tea a sec. Hold on.
You haven't left yet?
No, I was reading the
He
subscription
wanted to keep
donations.
me
and stuff.
company, so I
Both
got
of you
scared.
guys left, so I was like,
Oh, I didn't
well,
realise Ross
we
left.
can't all leave.
Oh
Okay.
yeah,
so
I
I
briefly left. Yeah.
so I haven't
It's
done
just
anything
me
yet.
with no ability to
Go
read
on then.
anything.
Okay.
You could read your the news.
Okay.
Give us a headline. Actually, don't.
No, hang on. Where's it going to date it? Hang on. Let me go on the Guardian and see what the first headline is that I see, and you tell me your opinion on it. All right.
Sure.
Okay. First headline that I see. Oh yes, except cookies.
Fine, have my cookies.
Snow and ice warnings issued for Scotland and parts of England. How'd you feel?
Oh no.
Oh,
It's
not
cold
snow
out,
and
isn't it?
ice.
Bloody chilly
That'll
out.
make people stay
I saw
inside
that
more.
Yorkshire declared a disaster, and there was just a picture of a load of buses that were kind of sliding on the roads.
God.
An incident, they declared.
An
What
incident.
incident did they declare? That it was snowy and icy? I mean, I guess, yeah, declare it. It's
Not a
icy,
pro-
guys.
Not a revelation, is it?
What makes it like some sort of where you have to go, it's an incident? What causes that? Do you know what I mean? What's the level?
When it's
What
more
line do
than
you
a
have to
drama.
cross? Oh, it's more than a drama.
More than a
This is an
drama,
incident.
but it's not quite a bother.
Surely it bothers at the lowest point.
Exactly. Yeah, I suppose so.
Oh,
All that a bloody
bothersome.
disaster.
Bloody
What's
disaster.
happened?
Yeah, that's like
Bloody
disaster plus, isn't it?
Yeah, disaster new game plus mode.
I like this director mode. This is great. I feel like esports.
And esports, man.
Esports
I
guy.
feel like an esports.
I've hit this ball so much, and it's just it's not gone in.
It's not going there. Yeah, it's hitting
Oh,
the
no.
sides. Oh, and that one shot from them goes straight in, does it?
I was just hogging the midfield. Oh, that's funny.
These are private
worry.
matches, yes.
Here comes an imbalance.
Try, I do like your car.
What?
My gold one.
Yeah,
My golden fennec.
it's very pirate's booty.
Thank you. It really confuses the orange team when I'm blue as well.
Do you want a good tip for that as well if people are watching, because like that can be awkward. Some like team decals, for example, in esports are like just orange or just blue or whatever. A good way to, if you're watching somebody streaming, whichever you see the scoreboard at the top, whichever team is on the left is that streamer's perspectives team. So if you're on the
always
blue team, then it will always be blue on that
Top
side.
left.
Yeah, it'll always be on the
Well,
left-hand side like,
shit.
of the time. There you go.
That's incredible.
That's the tip.
Just the tip.
That's the tip. That's just the tip with Stumpy Goblin.
Are you planning on streaming today? Or is this a day off for you?
No, we recorded part of our telly show earlier. We recorded some episodes.
Telly
and I was-
show.
Yeah, esports and gaming and stuff.
Wow.
And then we.
Where's that being shown? On telly?
That is on Jinx Esports TV, Sky Channel 433.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
433.
Sweet.
yeah, right near Babe Station.
Oh,
There
perfect.
was yeah, I flicked past something on iPlayer the other day, which just literally said esports.
Ooh.
Didn't say what game. Didn't say anything like
Oh,
specific
that-
about what that was. It just said esports.
I think that
that was
was
it. I
a
don't know what the
documentary
fuck.
about
Yeah, I think it might
about a UK org called XL.
Okay.
Just like,
Yeah, it was very
like
indescript.
legit.
I was just like, are they expecting to get new people into this, or are they just kind of just saying esports and hoping people click on it, or what?
It's quite
Like,
funny.
or is it? Would it be too descriptive to name the game?
Maybe. It was. I think
don't
it
know.
was about their journey of like. It was about League of Legends, and it was about
Oh, okay.
because
Thought
they
it
were
might
like
be
a very
something
up
like
and coming team. They just about got into like sort of the top flight of League esports, and they're like massive underdogs. And then they were doing really well, and then COVID struck, and then suddenly there's not a LAN. How do they end up doing going forwards, kind of thing? Cool concept.
Okay.
Not seen it. I know the guys who run XL. They're nice guys.
Well,
Yeah,
Microsoft.
they're pretty excited.
Oh, sorry. Scratch that one. Scratch that one.
I like
Let's
that.
retake.
Okay, right, I'll go again. So I actually know the guys who run XL.
Oh, yeah.
Nice guys.
What, Microsoft? No, it's the same
Right,
joke.
well,
Oh,
we've
fuck, you went
thought-
again.
Same one,
yeah,
sorry.
It's the same again.
Same.
I
mate.
thought if I
Same.
did a different cadence, that might work. No,
So
apparently.
the
Might
cadence
sell it
wasn't
a
the
bit more.
problem. I really thought that
No.
we
It was the
knew
joke.
that.
It was a joke. Sorry.
Yeah, it was the
Yeah.
word.
Sorry,
more than
everyone.
Okay.
I'm wasting
That's
time.
all right, no, you're good, you're good.
This is cutting into lunch now. Sorry.
Yeah, that's cool. No, we've got the hot plates on, so they'll just sort of keep
It's
going.
Microsoft. No, it's wrong time.
No, we're not even running. Cameras are off at the moment.
That's my
mate.
bad.
It's lost its
Yeah.
chance.
Yeah,
Sorry,
the union
guys.
has actually mandated that the cameramen all have to sort of stop working because of that.
Oh.
So, yeah,
Shit.
no, but that's okay. That's good. We'll just sort of do it on an iPhone. We're good.
I mean, who doesn't nowadays?
Come on, this is yours, Trot. Yes.
Ding dong.
Ding dong.
You've really got to
indeed.
put some PowerPoint behind it, Trot. Yeah. Thank you for your advice on voice meter for Ross, by the way.
Nice. Oh,
H40.
oh, Bello. Yes, thank you. I think it's helped so far, so thank you.
Nice.
I've not had any issues.
So you use
So
voice meter in
far?
in conjunction with like an actual physical mixer as well, do
Hardware,
you?
Yes.
No, well, yeah, the
The
Focusrite.
Focus, right?
Okay.
Yes.
We don't have any other mixers.
The reason for
Is
that
that
is
just-
Set up
just
here.
isolating
Is the
music.
Focusrite an audio interface, or is it?
Yeah,
an
it
actual, like,
literally
mixer?
just
Yeah, yeah.
hardware
just where your mic
inputs.
goes.
That's all it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't.
enough.
It doesn't have volume like sliders on it or anything like that.
Yeah.
The Go XLR does though, and I'm very interested by that one.
Yeah, I've got the Mini.
Is it good?
Yeah,
And
it's good.
it honestly, I've always hated audio. I've never understood it. Like, it's just awkward. Like, especially with streams. Stream hear
Yeah.
a completely different thing to what you hear. Like, and it just
Yeah.
it's, and like levels
Yeah,
are all
I find
fucked
that.
and whatever. Go XLR Mini. One of our mates, a guy called Shogun, who has been casting Rocket League for like ages. He basically suggested it. He said, "Hey, get the Go XLR Mini." He used the words "plug and play." It just works. And when you hear that, especially in audio, you're like, "That's too good to be true." Like,
Yeah.
no way.
There's gonna be
Straight
issues.
up, plug and play. It's amazing how well it works. It's got a proper little like booklet that comes with it and says, "Hey, set this to this, set this to this, plug this in here," and then it's like, "Hey," and now it's working, and it just is.
Yeah.
They're very,
You can
very
set-
impressed with it.
You can set certain things to work on
Yeah.
the buttons on it as well.
Yeah. So I've just got the Mini, so I've not got like all like the reverb and all the cool voice effects, which I do kind of regret not getting the full one.
Oh, you
Um,
can't like go
Is it
baby
literally
voice anytime
physically
you
much
want.
bigger though? How big do you
Um,
think would you say?
It's not too big. It's like the Focus, right? I think a bit wider.
Yeah,
okay.
it's I'm about to show you on camera, but it's
Regular
not on
Stream
camera.
Deck?
No,
How many of
but,
those stacked to?
I've actually got a Stream Deck next to it. It's a touch wider than a Stream Deck.
Oh, really? Well, the mini one,
prob-
yeah.
The
Yeah,
mini
yeah,
ones.
just the normal size one, yeah, not like the big
Yeah.
boy. About yeah, touch wider, probably about 2 tall, I'd say, and about sort of 2 long. So not too
Okay.
much bigger, really, and not honestly very, very impressed with it. The profiles are awesome.
Yeah.
The routing is also super helpful,
Yeah.
which I've found. So like you can just sort of before streams and stuff, me and Cole will chat, but stream can't hear us because I just turn it off in routing, so they can't hear it, but I can still hear him through Discord, kind of thing.
Yeah, it's
um,
nice.
Yeah,
And you
it's
can
really,
have
really
s-
fantastic. Fully
On
recommend
the
it.
big boy, you have actual mixer sliders, and you can put that as your game audio and stuff like that.
That's got that on the
Oh,
Mini
okay.
as
That's
well.
good.
It just doesn't have the right hand side. so
Oh,
like your
yeah.
reverb and
all
all
the
that
sample
kind of thing.
buttons. And
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yo. Sorry.
Yow!
Back in it. I'm on blue. Is that the right
Oh,
team?
you're in.
No, it was
Me-
not.
It's me and you, mate.
Oh, it's me and
fine.
Stumpy.
Well, but it's
okay,
not the
cool.
right team. I feel
We're an even
No,
split.
no, I
hurts.
couldn't see anybody else's name. I
That's
saw
cool, it
John's
just
name.
hurts.
Ugh.
Is it her? Oh,
Wrong team.
Yeah, yeah,
I,
just
apolo-
hurts.
I
That's okay.
apologize profusely.
That's okay.
That's nice.
So
isn't it?
profuse
To
is
get
my
an apology
apologies.
in this day and age as well.
Yeah.
A genuine apology.
And profuse as well. Extremely profuse. Like,
Like, I
too
really
much.
Fucking sorry. Jesus.
I am
Profuse is
I am overflowing with regret, and you have showed
Profuse.
me the error of my ways.
I'm actually anti-fuse. I'm not pro-fuse.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
You pro-life as well?
Pro-life, pro-fuse. Yeah. Anti-vax.
Profound.
And, strangely enough, anti-vax. Anything
Yeah.
you're against?
You
I don't know,
pro-labs?
Fox
Pro-gun?
hunting.
He's
Yeah.
pro-life. He's already said he's
It's-
pro-life. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
pro-
Pro-life,
yeah.
pro-gun.
Are you
Pro-gun.
prolapsed like Ross
Prolapse.
asked?
Are you
Yeah.
pro-labs?
Yeah, pro-lapse. Pro-gun, of course, naturally.
The only thing I'm anti is vax. That sounds like it's one of those T-shirts you might find in a gun range.
Oh, yeah.
like
Are
like
you-
I
I
don't call
love those
like I don't
t-shirts.
call 911.
Yeah,
Are
and it's
you,
got like...
Oh yeah, that was.
Was it you guys who bought a T-shirt with that on, or like saw that?
We got it
t-shirt?
given to us
Uh,
because we had like a package.
Oh yeah, that
So
was
we
it.
bought like $100 package where we got to fire like 3 guns or whatever, and you got a fucking T-shirt with it, and none of
Those
them
are the best of the bad bunch.
Yeah, literally, like those we were like, God, I don't want any of these. I'd never be seen
They're
wearing any
awful.
of these.
But they're
They were
so
all bad.
funny. They're so funny with how
Yeah.
bad they are.
You say that, but I took one home from my brother, who's you know, like he is the kind of person who would probably find that funny, and he was a bit just like, I mean, it's kind of funny, but it's quite horrifying. I don't think I'm going to wear this.
It's sort of
like,
fucked up.
Yeah, it was
I'd
like,
never wear it in public.
no. But like as a rapper's costume or something like that, you know, like I don't call 911 is a hilarious thing to have on your T-shirt. Of course, I call 911. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
that
Well, we
wouldn't be
wouldn't
able to-
anyway, so if it
There was-
worked
No.
perfect for us.
There was
That-
that
yeah, it's-
meme where it was someone saying like I don't call 911, and it says, sorry grandma, I know you're choking on food, but
Yeah, I don't call. You
My
know
gun's
my
gonna
rule.
Solve this.
you know my rule. The house is
You
on
know
fire.
my
Just
rule.
shoot it.
Shoot it out.
Shoot it.
Yeah.
Like nuking the hurricane.
Quite adorable. Mochi's sat on my lap watching the ball.
Oh, bless him.
Sometimes just watching me, actually. Yeah.
Why'd you miss, Dad?
Dad, why are you so shit at hitting ball?
You're not my real dad. Why aren't you covered in white hair like I am? What aren't you telling me?
Father! Nice. Good hit.
I'll find out one of these days. I'm always plotting. She's always plotting. She's planning something.
Yeah, I think I inadvertently went to the same gun range as you guys when I was in LA.
Oh yeah.
Bullets and
We've got-
burgers.
well,
Because maybe.
That one was in Arizona. He's talking about LA.
Okay.
Which one
Oh,
did you
the
go
LA
out to?
one.
Was it out of town a bit?
Yeah,
We've
out
been
of
to so
town,
many.
off the side of a highway.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
that one. Yeah.
So
Oak
'cause
Ridge, I think it was called. Oak
That
Ridge
sounds
gun
right.
range.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I recognised
golf
it in a
course.
video when I then went to like look at it like later on. I was like,
Were there people using shotguns frighteningly close to where people were walking?
where you
I
park?
don't
Yeah.
understand that. I
Yeah.
still
You
don't understand
park
that. You were
up
just like,
and
yeah, it's fine.
you
It's
see
just a spread
shotguns
shell. I was
and-
like, still.
Yeah. Did not like it. Because we went there with the guy who, I mean, so when we stayed with Wavepunk, the guy who does Twitch Rivals,
Right.
it was his housemate has an AR-15 and like
my
pistols
God.
and shit, right? And his aim, because when we were there, you know, we were sort of like talking about like the merits of gun ownership, blah blah blah. And he sort of took us there. Awesome fun firing guns. Holy shit, they're amazing. Really, really cool. Ended up firing like a Barrett, not a 50 cal, but like a pretty big cal. It was like 10 bucks to like fire at once. But it like caused a shockwave that like slapped your skin and like gave you pins and
Yeah.
needles. It was
Yeah.
insane. And like you had to shout fire in the hole so everyone could stop shooting so that then nobody panicked.
Fucking hell.
And so we shot that, obviously, and it was amazing. And then when we were done, because he had like a red dot sight on his AR-15, stuff like that, and he said, yeah, so guns, they're not scary anymore, are they? And I was like, they're more scary. Did you see how good I was? Are you fucking kidding me? I was nailing those targets, like, one in like
That's
30
scary, I guess,
shots,
if you're
I might
holding
go
it
wide.
versus
Yeah.
looking at one.
Yeah,
Or you have one. This is the whole
Yeah.
thing. It's like,
yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
we
Well, poor
literally
old
walked in-
fucking
yeah.
Craig was like quite nervous, I think. I mean, he's a nervous man. He's like one of those dogs that shakes a bit, bless him.
I think you take anyone to a place which looks like a driving range, and you can just hear gunshots all around you. Like,
One
No, I
fucker-
was
it takes
referring
one
to the
nutter
bit.
to turn around and just turn that gun
It
to
does,
anyone.
yeah.
That's all it took.
Yeah,
And
but then again, you
that
could
was the
argue
fear.
that anytime you're in America, that exists.
Of
But
course,
like,
yeah. But now you're in a place where they're encouraged to
They're
fire as
actively
much as
doing
possible.
it, yeah.
so
So,
Craig, the reason I pull up Craig is because he accidentally fired a gun like twice, like he wasn't quite holding it right.
the recoil
And
flicked
so-
his finger.
The recoil caused him to the gun to slide back in his hand, and then with the slide coming forward, it throws the weapon forward a bit, and
Yeah,
that
yeah.
causes you to hit the trigger again. And so he did that, and I think it was just like after that he was like, okay, I think I'm done with the guns now.
Yeah.
Like he's like,
I mean, I did that with the pistol. Oh shit! Yeah. I did that with the pistol, and because I thought, okay, AR-15. Obviously, you're pulling it really far into your shoulder. You're aiming down sight. It's all good, and it feels easy as hell. With the pistol, holy shit! Like it just kicks, and like you shoot it, and like you have to have such a strong grip for you to then like say want to shoot like a second later. Otherwise, you
Yeah.
have to wait, recompose, fire again.
yeah, exactly.
This is mad. Yeah. Cool though. Really
Yeah,
fun
Yeah,
to
the
shoot
film,
guns.
in the films they're all popping
God, I
off
love
with one hand.
guns!
It's a bit like
Yeah, it's a bit
unrealistic.
odd.
Depends if they don't really care about hitting the target.
Yeah.
Then sure.
Yeah, I will say as well that the guys who were there were really nice. Like, also, they heard like mine and Cole's English accents, and this a big like military guy who's like so obviously into his guns, who like ran the range. He was
British. Are you British?
He was so,
from
yeah,
London?
like, yeah. He was
From
so
London?
on it.
You guys from
like,
London?
He
No.
just straight away was being so like good with everyone. If he said like, okay, I'm going down range, if anybody didn't let go of their guns within 5 seconds, he screamed at them. And like and was just so careful, made sure everyone was good, made sure everyone was fully on it. And I really that made me feel much safer that he was
range
not
masters
fucking
are
about.
good. Definitely, yeah. And I mean, most ranges you'll go to, you'll have people who are genuinely good at it. Like that's the thing. The range masters are usually pretty fucking decent. I think with guns, it's more of a societal question. It's more of like a because I agree. I think it's perfectly possible to have reasonable gun ownership. I think that the guns in America are divided into the nutcase people who are just nutcases and people who genuinely can own guns and not, because if you live in America when you're surrounded by them, of course you'd want one. Like, because people could bust into your home and fucking shoot you. They could. It does happen. Like, obviously, the real question is, do you want to live with like that fear and that worry that anyone could have a gun? Ultimately, no. I think if you but it's just so hard to get guns out of America. It's more, that's not the question. It's not whether or not to have them or not have them. It's just, it's a big.
Yeah. It's hard to fix now. Like, because there's so many there. I don't think that anybody should be able to. In America, I appreciate that people will want to own a gun to protect themselves, like obviously in their home, like with a pistol or something. That makes complete sense because other people have it, and you want to match like what they kind of might bring into your home. I completely understand that, and I think you can have safe gun ownership. I think that's very idealistic though. Maybe just because I've seen sort of what obviously has gone on in America, and I just think that it's very idealist to think that everybody, or 90% of people, whatever, 95% of people, will be safe with their guns to a level that it won't become an issue. But it's sort of obviously then when you look at statistics of it all, it then just gets so fucked because of how bad it has been ultimately, and it's hard to work a country out of a rut it's worked itself into.
Ultimately, it comes down to the question of, is gun ownership worth a couple of school shootings a year? Because that's literally the price to pay.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't think it's a clear-cut answer because because I just don't think it is. I think obviously school shootings are horrific things, but I guess it's just like what people like the fucking what are they called, the Gun Owners Association, the National Rifle Association.
Yeah.
Like, I think if they own up and said that, it's kind of like, well, I guess people want to own guns. That's the choice they
I think
make.
more of a case the type of guns that are available to everyone.
I don't think anybody should be able to own an AR-15. I don't think that's fine.
Just like crazy military weapons that just don't seem like you're not defending your house with that. You could defend a fortress with that fucking shit. It's just like,
if you want to shoot it as well, keep it at a range. Ultimately, like if you
but
want
then
something to do with it, do that.
Yeah.
I would counter, guys, that any gun is a scary thing. Like, I think
they're all scary. I'm just saying, but to be so unrestricted to the point where it's just like you're holding military weapons, like where your kids sleep. Do you know what I mean? Like, a handgun is harder to, I don't know, do mass damage with. Do you not think?
But it's also
I think it's the mass
so they're
damage
easier to sneak
where
in.
the magazines which have. Yeah, of course. I'm not saying I don't think any gun's safe in that sense. It's the gun owner who has to be safe with it, right?
Yeah, if someone wants to do damage, they'll do it with. Any
they
gun
could do it with a knife.
want
They could
to.
do it with anything.
Yeah.
Right? But it's more of a case of should you have military weapons at home? I don't know.
I also think
just to defend your home with a military.
Trebuchets, I think, are maybe the limit there.
Bring trebuchets back. Chris Trott is making a campaign where we should
Hard
bring
to
trebuchets
conceal.
back.
Hold on, well,
medieval
can
weapons.
we
medieval
work
maces.
out the weapon must be constructed of at least 80% wood. That's the rule.
Okay.
I like
Okay,
that.
so-
Long rifles. Yes, long rifles. Single shot
Long
rifles.
rifles, single
Good for
shot,
hunting.
muzzle loading rifles.
Yes. Wow. Okay. Yeah.
bows would be good. That'd work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bows, of course.
If the weapon is made of 80% wood, it is a legal weapon.
I did it. All you have to do, audience, is put up a joke that's related, but enough to throw them off.
They have one shot, and then everyone else, you just hear frantic. Everyone's like reloading their little flintlocks. I'm gonna fucking get you. I'm gonna get you.
Oh man.
Yeah.
The Smith Boy says it's hard to keep enough dead cows for a trebuchet. That is true. like if you're not flinging dead livestock at your enemies, what are you doing?
Yeah, exactly. That's a good point. You can't just leave them lying around.
It's a much more exciting headline to read as well. 130 children dead in latest mass shooting. Disgruntled neighbor
cow
throws cow back.
yeah, cow crushes rooftop.
Yeah.
Disgruntled.
So playful, these disputes they're having.
Yeah, I think at this point you can't take the guns out of America, but
Oh,
it's
no, of
it's
course
an
not, but it's-
unbelievably complex argument. I personally think it is quite clear cut that it is worth it to get rid of all the guns. Obviously you can't, but like if that was the argument, it's
But they're freedoms.
you should just get rid of them if that would save a single life.
Yeah.
Ultimately.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
exactly. I think if you
what
ask
we've also
any
learned
person,
during this current year and stuff,
Which is
that people don't give a fuck about other people. So
Yeah.
to expect that country to start caring about the kids dying in schools, good luck.
Which
Well,
again, like,
honestly.
my sense,
like-
I said earlier that it was very idealist, sort of what Smith was saying. What I've just said is very idealist as well. That if it saves one life, then yeah, obviously get rid of all the guns, but that's not the argument.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
well, because also like we've been told and bred to be individualistic for like the last 100 years, and so to suddenly expect everyone to care about everyone
bred.
after every single thing
Yeah.
you're shown every day is you need to succeed personally, not we need to succeed. Then what do we expect? Like,
Yeah.
but I agree. I think if you ask any person who's been affected by gun violence, was it worth it? They're gonna say no. Like there is, like, as in like like you say, losing a single person is enough pain for a person to go.
Yeah, exactly.
Guns are not worth it, and I fundamentally agree there. I think that isn't like that's a bit like I agree with a lot of libertarian ideas, but I don't think they're practically applicable. So it's that to me is like the libertarian ideas. It's like it's great if we could base a ruling.
Yeah,
on that,
exactly.
brilliant. The reality
When-
is, however,
when knife
the
crime started
the
going up here,
opposite.
though, they started putting more age limits on buying just knives in general, which is an important thing to do. They
Definitely,
took an action on it. Whether it was necessarily will stop people from getting knives, of course it won't. But like, it's going to reduce, which is the important part, right?
I think there's also the argument that with a knife, people say
There's only
like
so much mass damage you can do with it. Yeah.
there's so much mass damage you can do, and it's got a couple of purposes. It's not the main purpose of a knife isn't to stab a person. The main purpose of a knife is to prepare a delicious steak. Like,
Yeah.
So I think
No, that
Those
is-
are some bread.
which I
Definitely,
think
but like,
it's-
as in like, that's what I mean though. As in like, you could just be like, well, yeah, but I need a knife because I need to make dinner. But like, they'll still put a restriction on it.
yeah.
Whereas,
Which I think is fine.
know.
Yeah, for the record. Yeah. Like,
So-
and I think
but actually,
people
hold on,
look at
guys,
that and go,
to-
I understand that.
To bring this back round to what we really need to talk about, if you could breed the perfect cow to be launched
Yeah.
from a trebuchet, what would that cow look like?
It would
of
have to
muscle,
be
surely.
stumpy legs so that it doesn't get caught in the barrel.
Yeah,
Oh, wait, in
definitely.
the-
you want
in
the
the little
stumpiest legs
basket.
possible.
You want
You're
stumpy-
all about body mass.
Yeah.
It needs to be heavy as well. So you need to
Dense,
be able to
yeah.
feed it a lot. Yeah.
like those KFC chickens
Loud?
that
or
have got, like, no
naturally
legs.
big boned.
I reckon
Or
a
muscular.
loud
Do you want to-
mooer.
You want to? Sorry, are they still alive when you're flinging them?
Well,
Do you
yours
think
not.
It should be muscular, or do you think like should it
Jesus
be like
Christ, Trot, you
it's
monster!
alive?
Maybe fat is the idea then, because if
I
it's
breed
fat,
them
that'll
to be able to
go- would
walk
that go
into the
putrid
trebuchet.
more quickly.
Well, yeah, I think. Well, the most dense thing would probably be bone. So really, is you want extremely bony but short-legged.
Yeah.
So you
But
want them
bone
to have like
wouldn't rot, would
huge
it?
hips. No, and the bone wouldn't rot either. So the projectile would stay good for years. You want a little bit of fat and meat on it, so it rots to create
So it
some
becomes
form of
rancid.
disease and bacteria. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I mean, I immediately agreed with Trot on the legs thing. Like, you can see it being a disaster if the legs are too long, getting stuck in all the mechanisms. and
You
shit
don't want
like
that. And also, like, keeping them alive.
Unless
you know,
that's how
while-
you trap them in the trebuchet. If the trebuchet had a gated bottom, that's how
So
they
it's
get
like
in,
a-
and then they
Maybe.
can't move. They're
Yeah, but you
stuck.
need to be able
Wow.
to fling them, though.
Then you
so
tie the legs underneath.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You need to be
Imagine
able
if
to
every
be
cattle
a,
grid was secretly a,
A removable
trebuchet.
cattle grid. Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally a
every
cattle
cattle
grid
grid
that
lifts up.
fires cows.
Well, I
Here it
think we should
goes.
breed cows that willingly want to walk into a trebuchet and rest
I think.
there.
Well, I mean, to be fair, they do almost
When they
willingly
feel
walk
that-
into the abattoirs as well. Trot. It's just a bit
Yeah.
of coaxing.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
Who was
you know,
it you
they,
Trot that was talking about docile cows?
Was it me?
Who was it that was talking about that? Talking about how we've
Docile
bred
cow.
more and more docile
No,
cows.
that's not me. That's not me.
No, no. I don't know if it's the same thing, but apparently beagles were bred because they were so like docile and friendly that they could do tests on them. So they
Yeah,
were like
yeah,
one of
that's
the most
true.
tested on animal.
Oh.
Yeah, they're
Which is
so
a shame,
loving
'cause
and so
they're
trusting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which is very sad.
which is horrific.
It's extremely
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like, oh, don't do it. He'll trust you. Now stick him. No.
But it's also the fact that like then so for my degree I did zoology, and so like as part
Right.
of that I like looked at sort of like animal testing and bits and bobs and stuff,
Mm.
and it was the fact that with beagles it's not just the fact that like they would trust you initially, they would
Yeah.
always trust. So as
Yeah.
soon as then like you've fucked them up X amount of times, you've already injected them, and then they've had like eye ulcers for the last week, they will still
They'll
want to like trust you
they'll
like
still
after
love you.
that, and then they won't
Regain.
nip at you. They won't try and bite you. They'll just keep
Oh my
trusting.
god.
Do
Which
they
is
still test on
horrifying.
dogs?
So sad.
They still test on
I don't
dogs?
know.
I am unsure.
Maybe dog shampoo. Do they test dog shampoo on dogs?
No,
Probably
they do
not.
that on cats, which is weird.
Oh, weird.
They don't.
Who is they as well? Is it within the UK, within the EU, within the US?
Well, who knows anymore? We probably
Hmm.
laxed the rules now, so we can do all sorts of
Yeah,
crazy shit to animals just
deregulate
'cause we love to
ourselves
eat.
into a.
Finally, guys, we can put pins
Normal
in dogs'
consumer.
eyes. Oh, great! Thanks. I'm glad we left the EU.
Yeah, I mean, our rules were actually not too bad. Like, I mean, we had a lot of extra
No,
rules on
sure
top
we
of the EU. We were actually doing quite well. Still
Yeah.
a long way to go. But countries like Italy, for example, they have got fucking
shit.
nothing. They are not goodies in that regard. And I'll say a lot of like
Italy
other
have
countries.
no animal testing.
They
laws.
have no, just like sort of animal rights laws. Italy are not particularly good in that regard. They don't have a lot of rules for like abattoirs and stuff and whatever else. So a lot of meat, if it's grown, say for example in like Denmark or whatever, because there need to be so many rules to then sell that meat in Denmark, they'll just ship the animals off live, get them then butchered in Italy for cheaper than just keeping them in Denmark or the UK or something, and then ship it back. And then they can still say it was made in Denmark because that's where the cows were like grew up and whatever.
I can't remember which
fucked
country
up, man.
it is. Is it
Fuck it up.
Sweden or Finland? But there is a law now that you cannot have a guinea pig or a rabbit without a companion rabbit.
I think it was
because-
Switzerland.
Oh, really?
Switzerland
Yeah.
and Sweden have done that. So I've actually
And
got
what's the
2 guinea
reason
pigs for
behind
that
They
reason.
need
Because they are
companionship from-
companion animals. They
Right.
require more than one of their social animals. Yeah, I think it's the
Yeah.
same with chinchillas and stuff like that.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
And
So it's
also
same
they
with most animals, apart from reptiles, I
It's-
imagine.
they don't just do
Yeah,
that.
social.
They also have a rent-a-companion scheme, so that
Right.
you can get a companion through.
So
the
I can fuck a guinea
government-funded-
pig.
Through,
Huh?
I think you might
I
have
think that's it.
read in. Yeah, that
Nice
no, that is
companion.
it.
Hey, you my 5 a.m.? 5 a.m. and you're having sex with a guinea pig.
God, rocks.
Busy week.
Weird.
I mean, to go on that point, so I've
the witching hour.
my girlfriend rescued a
Fucking
guinea
hell.
pig from somewhere where she used to work. Where they just didn't take care of it. He's a little chunky lad called Milton. He's a sweet little boy, and he was getting like depressed because he just didn't have a mate. I used to live with a
Yeah.
rabbit that beat the shit out of him, like because
Aw.
rabbits and guinea pigs just like you should never hone them together because like the rabbits are just
Right.
bigger and they're just like cool. I'll just
Yeah.
sort of eat everything and beat you up all day. And so yeah, he ended up moving in with us, and we needed to get him a friend
so
to
much
then
for the
live
rabbit
with.
world.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
yeah. Then he ended up living with us. He then got a
Look at that
girlfriend.
fucking finish.
But yeah, because it's illegal to do so. I think it's in Sweden and in Switzerland was originally when we first got him.
Okay.
But also something that was unbelievably cute is the female one. She's called Mabel. She had to go in for surgery, and so when she went in, they basically said, like, if we could bring in a friend for her, so I bring in Milton. He basically then waits for her for after surgery, so that when she wakes up, she's not alone, and then doesn't get depressed from being alone again. So he waited at the vet's for her to wake up. He just fell asleep in their like incubator, waited for her to wake up, and then they just sort of cuddled for the rest of like the week while she healed,
That's pretty adorable.
which is just so fucking cute. But the animal
Guinea
itself
pigs are
is
cute, aren't
it's
they?
just prey. They are prey animals. They've got no defense. They're pathetic.
we have to look after them. We
Yeah.
have to protect them.
That's how
God.
me and Ross feel about Chris Trott.
No survival instinct. whatsoever.
He's running towards the
I
cars. No,
full
again,
play.
get away from the cars.
So badly
Get on the
trained.
pavement. Oh, I just like the colour. Bitch. You're going to get yourself killed.
No, I do love guinea pigs. They're really cool little
They're
creatures,
really
aren't they?
sweet. They're so sweet.
Used to have
Yeah,
them.
utterly
Noises and
pathetic.
stuff.
They
Oh, yeah,
do
they're so
very
noisy.
little. And they always seem to
Yeah,
line up
I
in
feel like I
rows.
get
and
little
just
joy out
squeak.
of owning one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just weak. We've got them in our bedroom because like they're not in their outside home because it's all cold.
Just get that nice straw smell.
Yeah,
They-
yeah.
they need
so
more
then
space
5
than
Leave
you
it
get.
in the
a.m.
bedroom.
5 a.m. If I need Milton, he's ready to go.
Roll out of
5
bed into the office.
Exactly. Oh, at work already, are we, Dad? That's the one. Yeah, but they are like when you walk in there, they'll just sit there going wee wee wee. It's like, right, I'm not bringing food though, am I? Like you don't need to shout. I'll give
And the
you
little
food
dry
when I've
food
got
that
food.
you get for them as well.
Yeah.
That smell.
But like if you give
Little
them like
dry
a bit of courgette, they go
cabbage and
fucking
carrots,
wild.
Oh, yeah. And
I
carrots.
love a bit of courgette.
Cucumbers.
Like a
Would you
Czech
describe
mix.
yourself as the guinea pimp?
I think
Would
I
you
might have
describe
to
yourself
now.
as the guinea pimp?
Yeah, it was either Stumpy or the guinea pimp, and I thought I'd go with Stumpy for sort of.
Is that because of like what you do with the guinea pigs?
Guinea.
I stump them.
Stump 'em. He takes their little legs, their little hands off, and goes, "Look, you're just like that pigeon. Why can't you walk?"
Getting
This
the
is why he
scissors
really
ever
got
nearer.
into it. Unfortunately, Stumpy was turned into a supervillain while studying Italian animal cruelty laws, and now he's like
Yeah.
it himself.
They
Dude,
aren't
I
they?
used to
It
know.
didn't
I
take him
looked
long,
up
there
to
weren't
them.
any.
It was meant to be a warning, but I just saw
So
it
I
as a
studied
challenge.
them all.
Oh, you think you're fucked up, do you, Mr. Italiano? Here we go.
Mr. Mussolini. I see your game.
Mussolini.
He is so leany.
Famously called that for the things he did to moose during the animal testing in Sweden.
I believe it's meese.
Sorry, yeah.
Mussolini.
Mussolini.
As in
Mussolini.
multiple moose.
Oh,
meese,
me so horny.
plural.
Huh?
Mussolini.
Miso. No.
Me so
No,
horny.
no.
No.
No. Stop. Stop it.
Multiple moose is a
Stop
meese.
it.
Everyone knows that. It's true. It is true.
Multiple gooses are geese.
Exactly.
Oh, shit.
You don't go. Look at all that goose over there.
Very true.
You know, look at all these goose.
Those
I just
goose-
watched
there.
that go in.
And if you did, I'd call you a madman.
Oh, you
Talking
were
about geese.
It's like Reese Witherspoon. If she's
Exactly.
she's always with somebody else called Reese. If she's not, she's
Yeah,
called Roos.
she's a roos. Exactly. She's
You've
a
never
roos.
seen her without a spoon either.
Very true.
Yeah.
She's Roos without a spoon.
Jesus Christ.
Pretty bad jokes all
That
around.
is
You can
fucking,
tell
like,
it's near the end
The
of the stream.
construction is just.
I've had a day of
mad.
recording. Fuck yourself.
With a,
I'm not
with
meant
a
to be funny.
spoon. With her spoon.
This
She
is
is
Bruce
with
with
I
her
did the
spoon.
without a spoon one. That was on me.
Yeah, that's your
Yes!
favorite part of that, Ross.
Hey.
Eat shit, other team. Who I'm fairly sure the leader of is forced anal with CS.deals,
Oh,
which.
fun.
What's that about?
Is that like just a URL to get some iffy trades?
I don't know. I don't know why they've
It's,
got it, but
Red Xeno in chat.
I looked at chat.
That's who forced CS.deals is.
Oh, I
Okay.
see. This is the
Look
alternative.
at that
the alter
redirect.
ego. Oh.
Oh god, they redirected.
Oh.
It's a win!
Get
It's a
wrecked.
win.
Get wrecked.
Smashed. We smashed them.
Get smashed.
You get drops from the web. I'm not going on that website. I am not going on that website. Stop promoting this website through your Rocket League username.
It's weird to do it in Rocket League when it's clearly a CS website.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Oh, they're not doing that. It's a joke. Apparently, it's a joke
fair
site.
Don't
So
go on
maybe
the
it's-
website.
A gag site.
Is it a gag site? Is it a I don't know, some other internet name for something like a? Oh,
Right.
shit, you didn't go in that honeypot, did you? Oh shit, I did go in the honeypot. What's happened?
Balls deep in the honeypot.
I'm balls deep in the honeypot. Okay, so we're against Stumpy. Well, actually, we're against two of them that are really good. Oh Jesus.
Shit.
I don't know.
Oh.
Fine.
full
I'll
hand.
Do you,
just
do you guys
redirect.
like the taste of shit because you're about to eat it?
I'm just going to redirect. That's my job.
Oh shit!
Oh, it somehow bounced off.
Did it bounce off
Back
Smith
in. Yeah.
and go back in?
There
What?
was 3 of you there, weren't you?
It's
Me
already
and
infighting.
Predat. Who was it? Let's have a look.
I
Yeah,
knocked
you'll
it
see
away,
now.
and then it
Bounced
hit
down.
Smith
Oh, it
back
did.
in.
Fuck. Oh no! I had no idea I'd done that actually.
Oh, there you
Boink.
go.
Oh, there you go.
There you fucking go.
Tra-la-la-la-la,
Fuck, is that a-
la-la-la-la.
Is that a busy road?
Fucking what? No! The
Stay
busiest.
put. Ignore it. All the lights.
love
the car
'em.
lights are on.
Look at all these cars.
Yeah. I can chase them. Run behind them all the way home.
Stumpy, are you demoing?
He's a
No.
demoer. Oh
You
my
fucking
god.
demoed. You son of a bitch.
He's
gotta-
that
you gotta-
guy.
I
You gotta
deleted
play the
it.
fucking game.
I'm gonna put your fucking guinea pigs in the microwave, mate.
Change that name really quickly.
Make
as
him
well.
pop.
That was
Make
fast,
them
wasn't it?
pop.
Make him pop.
More like guinea
Warm 'em-
pop.
Warm them up for the customers.
Those poor guinea pigs.
I should just really stress that I do not fuck with
Somebody
guinea pigs.
clip that and send it to the RSPCA.
The fact that you
No.
had to say it raises more
No,
eyebrows. That's the
no,
thing.
I haven't done it yet.
I think
Which means
Yet.
that I haven't fucked the guinea pigs. What? Why would you even have to say something like that?
Why are you screaming that in Leicester Square?
to clarify,
I didn't fuck a guinea pig.
cancel culture has led me to have to make the following statements. I have not, nor will ever, fuck guinea pigs.
Honestly, it's not possible. I couldn't do it if I wanted to. I wouldn't. I'm not that kind of person. If you don't know me,
personally?
please trust me. I'm not into guinea pigs. They're cute little critters.
They are cute little critters. I watched a vlog guy recently. I suppose is the term.
A
What's
vlogman.
his name?
Oh
vlogman.
my God,
Oh,
Ross!
shit!
Go!
Flew over Trot's head. Trot was.
I thought you had it.
I thought I had it as well.
Oh no, you're falling apart without me, lad.
Miss, and blop.
By the time it came to me, I was like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Terrible things happen, Trot.
It's a guy who it was like Herp World or something. A guy who just did-
The guy that unboxes reptiles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I spent
yeah.
3 hours with my girlfriend just watching his videos of him just
Yeah,
unboxing animals. And,
He
like, sort of
fucking
being,
blew up.
He's cool.
He's quite funny as well.
He's so deadpan.
Yeah.
Like, when he's like sort of reviewing, like I watched a video of him and his like chubby frog, and it was just really cute. Just this frog just apparently literally hadn't moved in a year. I was like, I don't really know why, but it just sort of hasn't. Anyway.
But it's still alive, right?
Yeah, he was like,
Yeah,
he's
they
still
just
alive. He
sit
still
there.
eats. He'll eat when
They're
like
funny as well.
when. Oh my
A
god.
frog or a big old toad? Because those fuckers are.
So I thought it was a toad, but it was a frog apparently.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, they're like bullfrogs. A lot of the one he's got. I can't remember what one he's got, but
Yeah.
it's similar to a bullfrog in like huge size, and
Yeah, it was a big boy.
it just sits in the mud. They're
Yeah,
quite funny.
he was really sweet.
Ah, right in the
Reptiles
corner.
are good pets. They're
Yeah,
very.
okay.
I mean, I would preface saying not chameleons. Chameleons are insanely difficult to look
Oh, little
after.
Huey, you look so
Well,
cute though. You little
I
lad.
mean, it's
What would you
amazing.
say is the main problem you come against?
All of it, everything. It's really hard to you need the conditions right. You need to spend a lot of money on equipment, food, vitamins, lighting. And also you can't really handle him. Like it's very much a look, don't touch, because they fucking
Oh.
hate being handled.
Oh bless
Oh,
it.
man.
And the problem is people go like, oh my god, the chameleons are
wanna
the
hold
coolest things,
Mhm.
but like chameleons are so much harder to take care of than like a bearded dragon, which is genuinely a
Mhm.
really good pet because they're really interactive. They're
Mhm.
omnivorous, so they eat like plants and bugs as well. So you can
Yeah.
feed them all sorts of interesting
cool.
things.
Do you
Um,
how often do you sort of just interact and play with them? Do you do that? Do you just, go
I
out
had
and just
Dorito running
chill?
around the flat today because she was being really noisy in her tank. And there's like recommended sizes for reptile tanks. And honestly, I think bearded dragons could do with like 4 times the room of what you normally give them. They like moving around quite a lot.
Oh,
So I get her out when she's being really noisy and let her run around the flat. And
So
then
she doesn't get
that's-
herself into mischief and like bite cages.
Yeah.
or
Oh,
anything,
yeah.
or-
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. Like I got her stuck under a sofa for like 3 hours once, because they have these like special kind of scales that are like one-way directional.
Okay.
It allows them to wedge themselves into rocks in the wild, and then when something tries to pull them out, because they're one directional, it digs into the surface like a biting surface. You know.
Oh, that's
like,
cool. Okay.
yeah. So you can't pull them out of holes. So when she got like under the sofa, I had to like one man lift the sofa up and like try and sweep her out from underneath it. It was it's quite
I
exciting.
bet she was
Pretty
livid.
wild.
She was all like lodged in there thinking, I've nailed this. And then you just
Yeah.
lift the sofa up like a goddamn superhero.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch. I thought I did it that
Shit.
time.
But yeah. No, I don't have any snakes. I like snakes, but I don't
Snakes are
think
nice.
housing snakes and lizards together is a good idea because snakes predate on lizards quite a lot. So I don't want to wake up one morning, find out my corn snakes got loose and killed my leopard gecko. You know, because
Jesus.
I don't know
What a
how I would
constant
pass that
worry.
discovery of.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
And because I know that also bearded dragons, like when they see another lizard or anything like that, like they bob their heads at them, right? And like they get
Depends.
a bit aggy and whatever.
it very much depends on the lizard. So mine doesn't do any of that, which is disappointing because it's funny.
It is funny,
they
yeah.
do. They bob their head for dominance and they wave their arms for submissiveness. I don't know if you've seen that. They do this windmill arm thing where they wave at dominant lizards to show that they're
stop it!
submissive. But
Hi, hello. Hey, he keeps waving.
but she's never done either of those things, so I guess she doesn't feel like she needs to.
Does she not recognize you as a living being then, do you think?
Yeah, and like
she
also
does.
like if she's really wriggling and I go up and stand in front of the mirror in my office, she'll stop and look at herself for ages. Like,
Oh my God,
the
that's cool.
Bearded dragons are like smart. I'd say they're sort of like seagull smart, if you know what I mean. Like they're not quite
Seagull
like,
smart.
not like crow smart. Like
Yeah.
they don't easily solve problems, but they definitely have some form of like cognition beyond that of other lizards that I've had.
Yeah, that herp guy had a video and he like rated his smartest to dumbest pets.
Yeah,
And,
he says
I
his
think-
bearded dragon's really dumb.
Yeah, his bearded
Yeah.
dragon was like his dumbest pet because like it was the bobbing, like it just stood on a table, was looking at a blank wall and just bobbing its head.
Yeah,
And he was like, I don't know what he's bobbing at. He's just doing that.
Yeah, it's funny, right? Yeah, I think like that because that lizard I think of his as a rescue. I think it was probably quite traumatized as when it
It's
was younger.
stereotypy, just like doing it to deal.
Yeah, but it's funny. Like
Yeah,
I mean, leopard geckos are smarter than crested geckos in my opinion. Crested geckos don't have eyelids, so it's really hard to like get any personality out of them at all, because you don't know when they're asleep or not for a start, which is always you know,
Jesus.
it's,
It's terrifying.
but
Yeah,
it's.
Been there for
But the
hours.
leopard gecko has been great as well. Those two I would definitely recommend as.
Yeah.
And also, like, you can leave them for a couple of days. I mean, you know, obviously you don't want to, but if you're going away for a weekend or something, and you've put water and a bit of food in there for them, they're probably going to be fine. Make sure you got your lights on a timer, obviously.
Will they
Yeah,
dry out
they're-
otherwise? Or do they just like... They just
No,
love
they
it too
need-
much, or-
They need the app. Like, it's creating an
cycle.
environment for the creature because they
Okay.
need heat and light and stuff. So, like, that's the difference to owning like other pets. Like, you need to create the environment, so you need like
Does
heat
light just
mats and.
turn on instantly, or do you have like a kind of a dimmer situation where it's
Nah,
like a
they do
Philips hue
just
kind
turn
of
off.
day-night cycle, which would be like, oh
Yeah.
wow, it's starting to get light again, guys.
I'd love
Or is
that.
it just sun.
That'd be cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
nighttime now.
Is
Oh,
that,
sun
Unfortunately,
again.
it's that.
is that a like
Yeah.
a
That's
USB?
something that's-
Not USB. Is that a UV light that you've got, or is it just a light? Like it doesn't matter what.
So there's all sorts of lights. So my chameleon, for example, has a ceramic heater, which is a bulb that doesn't emit light, but it emits heat, obviously. Then he's got a UVB and UVC strip bulb, which
Okay.
puts out like the kind of radiation that would give you a tan, because reptiles synthesize vitamin D and things like that from UV, so they need that, and they also helps them synthesize calcium from their food. And then as well as that, in my chameleon's tank, which is bioactive, which has like live plants and like bugs and stuff in it, they've got a full spectrum LED light, which like helps the plants grow. So
Okay.
it replicates sunlight in all of its wavelengths. It's really interesting.
That's
Like
cool.
if you like nerdy, like fucking creating environments and, you know, creating like balance temperatures, and I've got like little smart thermostats in there that tell me the information, like so I can see, for example, at night
Lizard.
when I can see the humidity increase in Huey's tank
Yeah.
because the plants start to like emit water and things like that in the evenings naturally.
Oh, that's cool.
And so I've got a graph that literally tracks it.
Oh, that's it.
And I can see where the plants are then emitting, whether they're healthy and all that sort of stuff as well. It's really cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah. But yeah. There we go. There's a little rundown.
Love
But
that.
yeah, don't get a chameleon unless you are very willing to spend lots of money and read a lot of shit.
I've already bought 30, mate.
No.
There.
Yeah.
Pre-ordered
How many
them,
more?
yeah.
Yeah, I
They're
went
bulk
big.
buy.
They're on-
Bulk buy.
Yeah, they're
Where you
bulk
getting
buy.
You
Budgeons.
from Brazil?
Budgeons. What?
Budgeons,
Like
yeah.
budgeons? You're getting budgeon chameleons
Yeah,
in?
yeah, I got chameleons from Budgeons. I was
30
got a big
of them.
box. Yeah, 30. Yeah.
Oh,
Cheap
but
as
then
you
they all
find
just
one.
they're the ones that only turn brown, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
That's the one color they can do is
Yeah,
brown.
they've only ever seen a cardboard box.
Oh, bless them.
It's all they know.
Oh,
They're
man.
bloody good at brown, though. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Christ,
What
they
if
know
they're
brown.
colourblind? Does it make a difference if they're colourblind? He's not changing colours, right?
Who knows?
How
I don't
do they
think
sense
their
it? Is
vision-
it by eye?
It's
Yeah, I
is
don't
it by
know if
them?
Their vision.
It's by their eye.
Is it
okay.
by vision?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So,
So it's
they've
just
got
goes-
cells in their skin, or just below the top layer of their skin, called chromatophores, which are literally, I believe, 3 RGB cells,
Right.
red, green, and blue, and basically they can dilate the surface, the coloured surface of that cell, to be larger or smaller, and then that's what gives the appearance of the change of colour. They're
Yeah.
so small, they literally
Similar
work
to,
like an RGB pixel.
That's so
Have
cool.
Squids.
scientists tried to amalgamate
Yeah.
what they have and give it to us?
Well,
Imagine
I
a lot of
mean,
dead chameleons
somewhere
testing that kind of shit out. Oh,
In the
shit.
back
They've
of
just been-
Budgeons.
they're trying to
It's like, well, we're
sand
trying
the
to- we're trying
chameleon
to-
down.
Use their ability. Skin them. See underneath.
Yeah, I mean, I do worry about this. Like, growing weed.
Oh, it's
and
made by
stuff.
Samsung.
It's not legal, and I'm not doing it. I actually aren't, and I have looked into it, I must say, but I'm not. But if somebody put a camera, like a heat camera, on my apartment, they're like, "That's a grow up." Now it's just all my lizards, sir. I've
Are
got. Would
you-
you like to see my lizards?
Are you top floor of your flat?
No, I'm middle floor, mate. I'm stealth.
Alright then.
Yeah,
That's
they're
alright.
I
never
was
gonna find
say,
me.
yeah, okay.
They're never gonna find me and all my lizards. Woo!
Hoarding them.
So yeah, so no, they're all right, but yeah, I do have quite a few lights on, and also in the summer, fucking hell, like, because the reptiles are in the same room that I'm currently streaming from.
Yeah, I see
So
it
when
on the
I'm
background,
gaming
yeah.
in here, and it's like 25 outside, and I got the
They're
fucking
loving
lights
it,
on.
probably.
They are
fucking-
loving
Yeah,
it.
so do they specifically need the light above head, and it doesn't
Yeah.
just work by having like sort of the window open and sort of having it just go off that in the summer? That won't
Yeah.
work.
So-
Have you
so-
or an exhaust?
Have you
from your
noticed you've
PC?
never got a tan through a window?
Yeah, UV doesn't
Bloody
penetrate
genius.
windows.
I've never
Yeah, fair enough.
Have you tried? Sorry, have you tried tanning by window or something?
Well, I've got a conservatory now, so I might give it a go.
Okay.
Yeah. So, like, it's all about penetration, as it always is.
As ever, yeah. You sound
because-
like the guinea
It's only
pig.
if it goes on. a bit.
You sound like my guinea pigs. But yeah, like it's all about how far the UV like radiation can penetrate into a creature's enclosure. Like legit, this is the thing. Like so, you need to do calculation. Well, you don't need to, but if you want to be responsible and try and help your lizards as much as you can, you need to work out the distance at which the bulb is away from their basking spot. And then adjust the strength of the bulb you buy so it comes in sort of percentage strengths to what area you want to penetrate down to then expose to the UVB, UVC, UVA, all that kind of like different. And there are different bulbs based on that. Like it's easier. Like if you go into like a reptile specialist and they explain it to you, it's simpler than it sounds. But like yeah, it's quite deep. It's quite a lot of things to consider. Like that's why it's kind of best to start with one of the simpler like
Yeah.
reptiles, like learning to keep them and then
Hold
sort
on
of
a
work up
second.
from there.
This gentleman's lizards are all animatronics.
This isn't real. He's just an excellent puppeteer.
And there's a lot of weed in this
You
tank.
wouldn't notice they walk-
Hold on, there is weed in here.
they walk in
Bushy,
pairs,
bushy weed as I run away with my puppets.
I've always found them super interesting. Like, obviously, like, they take so much like work to get right and whatever, but I imagine just like seeing them thrive as well is just so like nice, and just knowing that you're fine tuning their environment to be so perfect.
Yeah. I mean, the one that I built recently, which is the bioactive one, that actually has like special species of insects in the soil to like make it actually work as an ecosystem. Like I've got like special wood lice in there that eat Huey's poo to turn into fertilizer for the plants and stuff like that. That's really cool. One thing I will say though is the level of anxiety you get from worrying about them dying is equal to that. And especially when I got the chameleon, I was like terrified that I was going to get it wrong, because they cost like 300 quid for like one, for a start.
Go to Budgeons, mate.
Yeah, I know. Like,
Honestly.
if I just wanted one that wasn't brown for once. Like, but yeah, you do get this anxiety. Like, not just that. I mean, cost is one thing, but equally, you're taking responsibility for an animal and stuff, and you want to make sure that you give it a fair look in, because you're imprisoning it. So try and make that prison as nice as possible, I suppose. So there is a lot of anxiety attached to it. Like the reptiles, they're easier to keep. You'll obviously have reduced anxiety with, because but yeah, with a chameleon, fucking hell, it's stressful, but it's awesome as well. Sometimes I'll just spend like half an hour just looking in the tank and like looking at all the plants and like looking at the reptile and going like, look how amazing you are with all your wacky adaptations.
Next, and
which one just has the widest mouth? Yeah, definitely Dorito. And there is no way in hell I'd ever want to stick anything in it.
Should activate her those her scales. Just keep you.
Oh god, yeah. Lock in. Yeah. But like aquariums are also really cool as well. Like I think people also get the same kind of jam from an aquarium.
You don't get jam from
a bit
an
more
aquarium.
passive though, isn't it, in comparison?
I think
Or
you
is there a lot more
can't
maintenance?
handle them, obviously. Like with a lot of reptiles, you can get them out and handle them and have fun that way, sort of thing. Yeah,
you do
you're
that with
right.
a fish. It's not sort of.
They just won't love it.
Yeah,
not multiple
they're
times.
They're just not into it. Is the thing.
Yeah, there's a limit on how many times you can do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although I will say that I think after all of these animals are dead, which is a long time, most reptiles live at least 10 years. And some of mine may live up to like 15, 20 years. I don't think I'll have them again, just because I don't think that like I've loved having them and I wouldn't begrudge other people having them either, but especially like the bearded dragon, I just don't think that captivity is particularly kind to them. Like she just seems
I thought you
like
got one quite recently though, didn't you?
Well, I got the chameleon.
Or did you only just kind of think about that?
Exactly. I've sort of thought about it for a while and go like, well, like, I mean, leopard geckos probably don't give much of a fuck, but they have a very boring life. And like, bearded dragons seem to give a fuck about a lot of things, and it's a bit like,
I get you.
Chameleons, I kind of get more, partly because like where they live is in these tiny locales in Madagascar, and they could very well one day be under threat. Bearded dragons from Australia, and there's fucking loads of them. They are like the seagulls of Darwin. Like they run around on the floor and like eat trash and stuff. But like, I don't know. I just think that, it does feel a bit harsh sometimes. But it's been cool. It's been a cool experience. Also, it means
You
you
ever think
never
about
a
that with
cat.
Mochi Trot, where you might just one day just let her off and just say, well, look, be free. You should be in the wild.
She would die instantly. She's safer in my hands.
What do you mean you don't see?
Go on then. Go on, you're
Wow.
free. Become a wolf.
Go.
Father,
Be the
I
wolf
don't
you're
want to.
supposed to be.
Father, please care
I want
for
to hear
me.
you arooing every night.
What do you mean you've been
No?
bred awfully and now
Get
you're just
inside
pure prey?
You are a prey animal. Meet up with my guinea pigs. It's like you prey as well. Yeah.
Yeah, we're all prey here.
Yeah, we're all prey. Yeah.
Bred this way. Yeah, can't help it. Frankly.
Yeah, but like, don't they get away past that in like TV shows with multiple sized dogs by having the smaller dogs be smarter and more charismatic and more like
No, they're nervous.
more of
They're
a
the
talking
comedic.
character. Yeah. Whilst the bigger dogs are the brutes that either are gentle giants or are like
Dumb.
really
Got those
intense
fucking-
security guard characters.
Yeah.
Dobermans.
Oh, the
Yeah,
one
what-
Doberman's always like, hey, what are we
Yeah.
doing here?
I don't know what the fuck you're
Well,
watching.
they gave the
Smith.
one in Up a really like squeaky voice. So he's like very aggressive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and he's got the voice changer on.
Yeah.
It's funny because it's small.
Have you seen is it
Yeah.
Zootopia, where like
Yes.
all the wolves are like
Oh, I
security
think so.
guards or something like that?
Yeah.
And they all start
Yeah.
howling.
Was that kind of
Oh,
what your
wasn't it?
degree was like?
Yeah.
very
was
so- it was
your
just-
degree like Zootopia?
Did you turn up and you
reruns
have
of
like
Zootopia,
animals and
yeah.
stuff in suits sitting next to you and learning as well?
Did you
Or-
did you like it, and would you recommend other people doing it?
I really enjoyed it. I clearly don't use it now, but well, not often. Like, every now and then I have like a bit of a tidbit of information. But yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed it. It's not what a lot of people, I suppose, would think of a zoology degree. Like, you don't sort of just bum about and like play with animals all day. Or
What's the
anything.
fundamentals of the course?
Yeah.
One of the most interesting ones for me was firstly sort of dispelling the rumor that zoos are bad, because they are not. If it's a good zoo, essentially, which I appreciate is sort of
Yeah.
a bit of a well, anything that if you say it's good is therefore like not bad.
By good, you
Would
mean
you say? Would you
plenty of
like?
space,
I've
Yeah,
been to
plenty of
Bristol.
prepared
space,
properly.
conservation as well as one of the main things.
It's
like,
not done out of exploitation.
yeah,
There's
when
a
I
lot
say
of
that
it,
zoos are good,
yeah.
I basically mean zoos in the UK and the developed world.
But you say that
where
but
they've
Bristol
got-
Zoo is tiny and they've got fucking lions and gorillas. Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand how that, in good conscience, can be a good thing.
So
Like,
That's one of
sometimes
the
it depends
Better
on
ones,
the
though, isn't it? Bristol Zoo.
Sometimes
Is
it
it?
will just like depend on if the
oh,
on what the situation of the animal is like in the wild. Is
Right.
it going to do better here than in the wild in its current situation?
but then what is better? Just life expectancy.
I guess it would also be the preservation of the species. So
Yeah.
But what
I
about
love-
the individual animal's happiness?
So that's where it kind of becomes a little bit utilitarian, where it's kind of, okay, this one is suffering, but will it therefore mean that, like, in 50 years we'll have a decent sort of population that we can actually get the species back to a level where we can fully release them in the wild? Is the suffering of 100 animals over 50 years worth it for the potential that maybe it will be good in the future? Some people would say no, ultimately, and that's fine. Some people would say, yes, it is worth it. I'm on camp of, yes, it is worth it if it's done well. It all very much also relies on the fact that you've got people that are caring for the animals as best they can. Because no one's looking at a gorilla in a zoo thinking, for this individual, this is the best situation for them. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I think
exactly
I-
how I felt. When
when I go there, I'm not thinking, yes, this is where I'd like to see a gorilla. I like seeing them walking around in an enclosure where they're clearly bored and they're biting chunks out of their own arsehole or whatever.
We've all seen Happy Feet.
Exactly.
What?
Oh yeah,
So-
the whole penguin.
The penguins in the
It's-
zoo at the end.
I've actually not seen Happy Feet.
It's pretty
unfortunately, I'm
pretty
sorry.
rough.
That's the musical, right?
Yeah, I think it
No,
was with Elijah Wood.
It's the well, it's got
Not
it
really
has
a
got
musical.
songs in it.
Wow.
Just an
not a
animated. It's
classic
an animated film.
Okay.
I
Oh,
think
look
some
at
of those
that.
class
It's,
musicals.
It's what's his face? He
Well,
did it straight
that's
after
what,
Mad
what was the
Max.
point you were making?
I guess
Is it better that they're
The zoos are bad
in the
for
zoo
penguins.
in their current situation?
whenever I see an animal in a
versus
zoo,
whether
I
they'd
do
survive
feel
in the outside world.
like, I do feel bad for the individual. Like, I do look at it and I'm just like, "Oh, man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're in here, lion. I know that you don't like it and it kind of sucks. But also,
And you're bothered
like,
by an audience every day.
And you're saying if
Yeah.
an alien came to this planet and said, for your race to prosper, you need to die, would you be willing to... I just feel like I understand what you're saying, but the easy criticism to make here is that like we've just made that choice for that animal.
For sure,
Like, that,
yeah.
that animal's individual
Yeah.
like agency doesn't exist still. Like just
Yeah.
because we were saying we're helping their species, it's like, well, cheers, bro. I'm helping your species. Now I'm going to rip your head off. You cool with that?
The thing
Yeah,
is,
like-
like,
Yeah, they
there
don't
is no
understand
communication.
why
though.
they're in
there.
there.
There's no rationale there.
Yeah,
You're not
that's-
having that conversation.
That's
I
where they
think
get taken
zoos
advantage of. It's
enable
just that there's
governments
no-
to spend less money, is what I think zoos do.
Well, because
like,
they're
because
charitable.
well, because the mere fact that to exist, they have to show the animals to the public. The only reason the public get to see them is for the money that they generate in order to fund and help those animals, right? It's
not just
like
those animals as well. It's also like the conservation that they go into it. So like
Right.
animals that are then in the wild. So not just the individuals.
But I'm saying if we can eliminate this kind of like need to display them, which doesn't, enrich them at all to be displayed, like, then, well, how would we do that? Our government's coming together and going, oh, let's actually focus on animal welfare and things like that, right? So really all zoos are doing is almost like the charity sector taking pressure off of the government, which is a much
I
bigger
suppose-
problem, I would say.
yeah.
But it's almost like we're okay with the symptom of zoos because otherwise we wouldn't be able to generate the money to do the same things we need to do to save these species, right? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like,
I get that point as well, but then you can't have a zoo that obviously doesn't display animals and expect it to make money. Unless you're saying that you don't want the zoo to have to.
we
rely on
need
itself
to
for-
eliminate the requirement for them to be like, otherwise, like at some point somebody must have gone, God, there are all these animals suffering. I better set up a zoo to try and fund the help of them, right?
Yeah.
How did that happen? How did the zoos
And
come
normally-
about?
I imagine it was entertainment first.
Yeah,
Exactly.
There are also a lot of
Exactly.
them are,
Imagine it
like
was welfare
private
first.
collections and stuff. So
Yeah.
like you'll
Again,
have-
which is
yeah,
fucked
which is
up.
obviously not-
Really.
yeah, and that's fucked up.
And I know they're making
completely get that,
a
yeah.
less fucked up case. Like, I know they're making a less fucked up reality by doing that. It's better that they do that than not do it. I guess it's just like it just
Yeah, I
kind of
mean-
feels a bit like a bit of a straw man when you go, well, hold on, what have we actually? Where is the demand for this conservation come from?
I think
Like-
there's also the point of having a lot of the animals and sort of being able to teach kids
Right.
about sort of these species and why they should respect their world. Because shit, look at all this
Mm-hmm.
cool stuff that's in it. Education is a huge part of it. Running classes, just literally taking a kid to a zoo is obviously,
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys sort of agree. Like if you went to a zoo when you were a kid, fucking sick. You get to see a lion and stuff.
Yeah,
Maybe it's
absolutely.
not nice seeing that lion sort of like in hindsight and whatever, but kids will have a huge appreciation for those animals. You'd hope, sort of eventually. One thing as well that I think is a little bit iffy is sometimes you will then get people who see those situations and then won't understand why zookeepers/zoos are taking the actions that they are taking. So if you see, say, a tiger in an enclosure, it's not nice to see. I see a tiger in an enclosure, and it's not nice to look at because it's like that's not where you naturally live. But then a lot of people then wouldn't know the background of pretty much every single person who works in the zoo is working their arse off 24/7 to make sure that the situation that tiger is unfortunately in is the best situation that tiger
As
can
good as
be in.
possible.
Yeah,
Also,
and like they
like-
will develop like sort of stereotypies and like walk around their enclosure to no avail just to try and get out, and that's
We
really
don't-
not nice to obviously look at. But
We don't know the history of those animals as well. It's always like it's coming from an argument of an assumption that that animal was taken from the wild and put in an enclosure. It also might also come from other forms of human suffering where that animal was a product of hunting, was injured, and was taken on by the zoo in captivity and can't be released back into the wild because of its injury. We
Yeah,
haven't factored that.
totally. I mean, again, I'm not attacking anyone in particular or anything like that. Yeah, I'm not.
oh, for sure.
I'm more questioning the existence of zoos, rather than anything.
I guess
in
the
particular.
frustrating part for them is the balance. Well, it depends on certain animals, but like the balance of just poachers and shit in certain countries, where like if they just release it, they're just sentencing it to death.
That's what I
Yeah.
mean.
As well.
Yeah.
So when they
better.
obviously they have certain areas
sorry.
that are key marks for like, supposedly captivated animals or in captive.
A lot of
Say
animals
words
as
right
well
now.
nowadays are like going to be born in zoos through initiatives to expand the gene pool. So
Right,
there's a
okay.
really good example of a few years ago, right, like 10
look at
years
that.
ago now. Thank you.
Very
Where
nice.
there was a giraffe, I think it was called George or something, and he basically couldn't. It was in the Netherlands, and someone might have to correct me on sort of the finer details. He was in the Netherlands, and he was not of any genetic benefit to his species of giraffe. So he already had a load of brothers, a load of his like parents. And
Way
stuff
to
already
put
been,
him
like,
down,
sort of
dude.
mating and whatever. George is just a fucking piece of shit, right?
Everyone's got a bit of George in them now, so they can't bring
Yeah.
him anymore.
And basically, they couldn't, because he was a male giraffe as well, they were struggling to find a place
It's
to
back
firstly
out.
rehome him, secondly try and find someone that he could mate with to then expand the gene pool further. Because if you just keep mating with the same family, you're narrowing the gene pool, and then you just get to the same problems you had 50 years ago. And basically, it ended up being an argument of he ended up being killed because he didn't have any, there was no private place he could go to. There was no benefit to his species. His species were doing really well, but there was nowhere he could go. And then instead they used his meat to then enrich I think it was tigers or the lions at the same zoo, and to teach people about like what would normally happen in the wild. And I thought that was a fantastic exercise. because it was teaching a brand new way. It was being very clever about the gene pool as well. And it got a lot of backlash because, again, people didn't understand the ecological and conservation reasons behind the ultimately very shitty decision that essentially had to be made. 'Cause otherwise, he'd be in a private collection somewhere just suffering and being abused.
Right.
But again, that was
But
where
then
some
equally though,
people...
Stumpy, you're not the one getting fed to the line in that scenario.
No,
are
of
you?
course, absolutely, yeah. And if that was me, I might say, hang on, lads, I reckon I might be able to find someone to mate with. Just give me 10 minutes.
That guinea pig looks good.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so I think it's
No, I
it's,
get you,
it's
I
a very
get you.
it's a very
I'm just-
interesting conversation. I always like sort of
Yeah,
chatting about
no,
it.
it's actually really interesting to hear about because like I've recently been very much thinking about that as well, like questioning whether or not fucking zoos are a good thing. And no, it is
Yeah.
good to hear the upsides.
Yeah, on the bare bones, they're not, but with what they can provide, they are. Is my sort of final statement, I suppose.
Making the best
Okay,
of a
well,
bad
thank
situation.
you. We will have your grading for you very soon.
Thank you,
If you can
cheers,
bind
yeah.
all that up for us.
I reckon,
For
like,
the one and only time you're going to have to bind anything in your life, you have to go to this official binders to do it for me. Thank you.
Yeah, I had to, I had
you
to
guys
bind
have
my
that?
dissertation on the bloody
Yeah, for the
on the
dissertation.
university site, and I was like, oh
Yeah.
my god, why?
It's like, why the
one
fuck are you
binding
making me do
place.
this? Yeah, it's like, what do you mean I've got to bind it? I'm never going to have to do this ever again, am
and it
I?
costs like 40 quid.
so much
Yeah.
printing.
Yeah, it's just
Can I send a
yeah.
PDF for fuck's sakes?
No, you have to have it ringed in plastic, actually.
And two copies
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, right. Enjoy your
Yeah.
zoology degree.
Yeah,
Get used to the
Dumb
plastic.
Thanks, dickheads.
Anyway, thank you for joining us today, Stumpy,
for
and
inviting me,
enlightening
thank you.
us with your zoology degree
No,
knowledge.
not at all. Thanks so much. All right,
had no
have
idea.
a good rest of your evening, guys. And
Cheers,
bye,
man.
chat.
Likewise.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye now.
Bye. I don't know where we got to with sublets.
I think
Smith
I
read
don't
a
know whether
few
Ross
out.
Ward anymore, but
I didn't read any
them.
more since you read them.
All right, I'll read the rest. But Shakooks
day.
has resubscribed for 19 months. Thank you very much. Ramanin has resubscribed for 10 months, saying greetings from Norway. Hope you're all doing well over in Englandia. Hat how, hat way, hat man. Thank
Nice.
you, Ramanin. We are
Yes.
doing all right. I don't know.
Coping.
Yeah, we're doing all right. Captain Fuzzy Kitten has resubscribed for 12 months, saying, wowza, 1 year. Thanks for keeping me vibing. No worries. We'll keep you vibing.
Get that vibe
Raylix
going.
has resubscribed 14 months, 15 in a row. Just saying thank you. Thank you, Raylix, for
Cheers.
subscribing for that long. Umbrello has resubscribed for 14 months. Just Alex Smith, 2021. Did you try and put a quote in there? Because it's like a thing, but maybe. Oh, it's because I'm reading it, maybe. Well, okay,
maybe.
that's it.
Maybe.
Magwolf111 donated a $5 and said, more nerdy, scaly, Smithy. It's cute seeing salty Dom Smith excited talking about humidity graphs penetrating and showing off his lizard. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Magwolf then said, it sounds like Smith's describing a model train, but you have a captive audience that actually cares. Also, Zootopia? Really? Furry confirmed. Just because of Zootopia. It's a fucking animation about animals.
Yeah.
Furry
Animal people,
confirmed.
I
It
suppose.
awakened something in you.
Yeah, the bunny's pretty hot, let's be honest. Blue Lion 8 has resubscribed for 6 months, just saying, let's go, lads. Thank you.
Let's go. Let's go offline. Thank you for
That's
joining
everyone.
us today.
Indeed.
Appreciate everybody tuning in. It's Friday, so hope you all have a good weekend. We'll be back
Indeed. Have a
Monday.
good one, guys.
Yeah, have a good one.
Do some
And we'll
squad next week as well.
do some squad
Yeah,
next
On the
week.
cards. That's one of the games.
It's on the cards. Nice. Have a fucking good one. We'll leave you with somebody
Indeed.
else that will raid. Bye for now.
Have a gentle
Bye.
and soft weekend.
Bye. Gently.